Welcome back, everybody, to the final regular season week, technically, of Otter Talk. I'm Glorsnacks, and unfortunately, joining me, I have three goated players of all first seeds tonight, which we will be following. I have Kami of XG Jackals.
Hi there.
I have Sourcewalker, superstar jungler for Omega Goobers.
Full clearing in peace.
And I have Zohair, the best of them all, some would say. Surely not.
People are lying to you. They're lying to you for sure.
Oh, okay. So what are you, the 10th? Or
Yeah,
what?
about there.
Oh, okay. So what do these stats say? Why do these stats say you're number 2?
I'm
That is a
KDA
little,
farming.
Oh, you're KDA farming.
Listen, my stats are good because I'm like lowest S or something. Like I'm like top 3. That's why.
The only thing you're top of is in my heart, buddy.
No, you're 4th actually.
Well, I mean that's what's carrying me right there.
Oh, true. True. Wait, what about let's look at all these stats here, huh? Let's see where Kami is. Oh. I don't see
I didn't
him
play
move
the
here.
last week.
I don't see him move here. Oh, wait, there he is
Hey,
at the bottom of the list.
Listen,
Hey!
the way Kami plays is he's the playmaker for his team on ADC, and that's kind of rare, you know. That's why his stats are kind of high.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is this guy front lines on ADC like you've never seen before. It's not his fault.
Yeah, and that's why his team wins every game.
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's just how it is.
See, the people that are going 0-2 tonight, they know.
Oh,
They know.
They're going 0-2 against you guys?
Oh, only Sourcewalker is.
What?
Oh, only
Zohair's not beating us, but he's beating OMG.
0-2, bro. Yeah. I'm going 0-3, bro. Walk in.
Yeah, exactly. You 0-3, Zohair 2-1, you know, and us 3-0. It's okay.
Oh, you are starting off 1-0 already, so.
Yeah, it's not fair, bro. It's not fair.
It is not fair.
It's not locked in.
It is nice to look at the stats, though, and see how everyone has pretty much ended at the end of it. You know, surprisingly.
Are stats being updated from last week, by the way? I don't think they are.
I think they are. I think Bully did them. But I think JKK having the most kill participation is kind of funny. From the Merc Ocean team that unfortunately left us week 4.
07.
Who is mewing kitten for? Hashtag goop.
yeah. Someone send them a contract fast.
Aren't they in Kitten Kingdom, right?
Are they? Yeah, that's their ADC.
Yeah.
Mewing kitten for. Okay, yeah. That is that's funny. Oh, Bowling has just requested a sub as well. This is happening fresh.
I love graduation weeks.
How are 3 people?
It is UltraCAD. UltraCAD, the man who went on the Titan stream and had a legacy series in against the Syndicate team in BOL Emerald last week, just for first rounds. Now he is playing in playoffs in Diamond. Nice.
Okay.
Talking about the graduation of graduations, huh? Like,
yo, Zohair, you said you were top 10. Might be top 11 now, buddy. I'll be good
Yeah, I
health.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
top 12 now. Not bad.
Ultra Cat did have a legacy series. We all said Ultra Cat could not have himself win it all, and then he did.
Ultra Chad.
Yep. It's like
Nice.
people who doubt XG, you know? But they're kind of valid for doing that.
It's just you, Glor.
No, I don't think
It's
it
just
is.
it's just
I
it's
don't think
just
it
you.
is. I don't think
It's
it
just
is.
you.
No
Yeah,
worries.
I
No,
know it's just you. It's okay.
no worries. No worries. Improvise did send me multiple friend requests on Discord and League of Legends saying let's make up. So you know, I think
Yeah?
I think I'm gonna have to put a squash to the XG hate just for now.
For 1 week.
For 1 week. I will put it away. But after that, not sure.
Or how you tell me you want to be friends with me, and then it's just you're always hating.
Oh, because the lights are on. That's why. You see the big
Mm.
lights over there? The lights are on. I have to hate. You know?
When the lights are off, you're hugging each other, right?
Yeah, when the lights are off, we're
Yeah.
hugging
Oh
each other
yeah.
in bed.
Oh
Cuddling.
Oh
yeah.
boy.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh hey.
It's what I want. You know, that's why I wanted YouTube on here. But YouTube has
No,
big ego, and Zohair has no ego. That's why he's the goat. You know?
YouTube sucks.
Oh, Zohair, you just called your mid laner booty cheeks. What is
He
that?
he knows.
He
I think
sucks up
YouTube
the
would agree.
enemy mid laner's plates. There you go.
Oh,
I mean, I invited YouTube to an ARAM. He said no. Therefore, it is what it is,
He
bro.
was in there, man. He was in there.
Yeah, only after you invited him. Nice.
That's because Astra left.
Ah.
He needed 2
ah,
spots. He's just that
Yep.
big.
okay, okay.
This is ego.
That does sound like ego. Do now that we are pretty much done with the regular season, we can look at the stats as well because stats nerds.
Uh-huh.
Tell me your mid laner highest KDA thoughts?
Grim has to play the least amount of games in the league and not do anything for the game to win. It's crazy. You know what I mean?
He's playing mid lane, man. I keep on getting told by mid lane is super hard, mechanical. Yet I see Ornn and Nautilus win.
Who's
Nice.
telling you that mid is hard?
Mid
Here-
laners.
Here, let me ask you a better question. Who do you think mid lane in this league is good?
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Yeah, I was about to say if you say YouTube.
Oh, whoa, guys, come on! There are a couple of good mid laners here.
Okay, buddy.
Well,
Quality player.
the best
Sure.
Syndra in M100
Pumpkin.
is Zohair. And I don't mean mine. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know. Oh no.
Shit.
If I speak big trouble.
Oh no.
Okay. Come on, guys. Be real.
You know,
Um,
all right.
All right,
Okay,
so
look, Grim
I
is
guess we
just a really
can
good
rate.
champion.
I guess we can rank the top 3 players in the regular season for each position now. Now that we have a full regular season to see what it is, right?
Yeah.
Do we all just think it's just
Okay.
the top 3 of every 1C team, or you think anybody else actually just like hard carried but couldn't carry their team to the 1 seed?
Hyler Minions top laner. That guy's a goat.
Who the fuck did you say?
Aspera?
Yeah, Astra. That guy's my fucking goat.
Oh, okay.
Some people don't deserve to speak.
Huh?
No,
Oh?
I'm just kidding. Oh, chill,
Oh,
guys.
no.
That was rage
Whoa.
bait. That was rage bait.
Oh no. We're instigating already.
Let's get to the
Oh.
predictions first before we do that.
Right, so it is seeding league, so we'll just go by each team, just say who we think wins and all that. First game of the night, Omega Goobers versus Surely Not Syndicate. 2 players here have a say in that matter, so kind of
I don't know.
pointless to ask them.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure me and Zohair just handshake for full clearing 20 times, and whoever wins wins.
So call me.
think,
Who wins?
God, man. Can they both lose?
That's
No.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Is that ever a
Neither of us show
play?
up in the lobby. It's a double loss.
Is that ever real, Glory?
I mean, I did offer an olive branch to enemy team where
I
we
mean-
can't just say we just lose and we just play Aram instead.
I accept.
I mean, there could be a double FF. but there's a double FF, then we would just go off, I believe, regular season standing. So surely that would be second seed.
Oh my god, FF.
Just move on.
Look, you know what? They benched my boy Flame, so I want Shirley not to win.
Oh,
Damn.
voting against your own team?
Huh?
Huh?
What? You
Huh?
good, bro? Wait,
A
what?
little. I'm
Huh?
losing it a little bit. My bad.
Oh
My
no.
brain's still a bit cold. No lie.
This guy is he
Losing it. Yeah, I'm losing it. No worries.
What role do you play again? What's next?
I'm a top laner.
Makes
Ooh.
sense.
Oh yeah, things are clicking.
Don't worry. No lives. No lives. Etchy Jackals is already 1-0 due to the unfortunate FF of Akuma Blades. So we have Akuma Halberds versus Glacial Knights.
I have Halberds winning that. There's no offense to the other team.
Yeah.
I don't know, cause I heard Halberds have a sub jungler, right? So
I think they're also they might be subbing out their AD as well. So maybe.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
actually,
Glacial
okay, I might
Knights
take that back.
aren't that
Well,
bad.
Glacial
either,
is
so.
needing a sub
What role?
top.
Listen, I'm playing Glacial in the third game, and I'm pretty sure their top lane kind of messes with our draft a little bit. So their top lane sub, but they do also lose 2 bans for that. So I don't know. But I
I
feel
mean,
like Glacial aren't that bad. They aren't as bad as everyone says they are.
yeah, but I don't know. I can't rate this team very highly when their group was that group.
Right, but
What's
I
that
mean,
supposed to
they
mean?
also did have an impressive comeback to the season, kind of being 2-2, kind of like in the middle of the pack, and then just rising up to second seed with 3 straight wins.
I mean,
I played a good
Tommy,
game.
you actually face these guys, right? How is facing them? The only
Um,
player I recognize is I think they're mid and AD. I don't recognize any of these other names.
Okay. I mean, if I say what I'm actually thinking, I might get in trouble, but I don't know. I told Gloria this before. We beat them with Adobe TP bot lane incident, eating my minion after I ulti his wave. I mean,
Oh, I remember that.
Okay, but
Hold up.
that was week 1.
week 1, yeah, but like
That was a long time ago.
I don't know. They get coached by Nukes. Nukes is a homie. I think they're decent. I think the fact that they always undergo a roster change, and that I believe that their last 3 weeks were against the bottom tier teams, is like kind of indicative of their strength. Because I'm kind of in the same boat that Source is in, which is before Milkman imploded, it was pretty clear cut. It was XG Milkman, and then after Milkman imploded, it's just XG. Ixtal is kind of a for fun group. CBA about it.
I mean, I'm opening up my list I gave you guys, and I do have Glacial as probably the 8th best team going to playoffs. So.
I don't know how you got with that one. I don't think that one's possible, but yeah, that's fair.
I mean, we
so-
can show my list later once we get to the
It's
end.
fine. He power ranked all the playoff teams instead of just following the rules. So it's okay.
I make my own rules, bro. You follow
Yeah,
mine.
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Just move on, bro.
All
All right,
man.
and then we have Choco versus High Alert Minions. High Alert, famous team for
Well, I'll be cheering
rising
on
up
my
as
son.
well.
I'm cheering on for my son there. So.
And then, of course, famous for also losing to Flannel Cow.
Ooh,
You know,
Oh.
the team we expected to not win.
Listen, that one was a bit unlucky. Their ADC kind of went Ultra Instinct. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, no.
That was a fun time. That was a fun time. That was a fun Otter Talk. Us predicting who would win first, Merc Ocean or Flannel Cow. And then Flannel Cow just did it that same night.
Yep.
That's why they're the goats. But yeah, I do think I like Chocolate more. I think it's pretty much mid jungle matchup to me to see how this goes, right? Doubtful 8 does have some games where he goes insane with it. And then there are some games where he kind of just, he's there.
That's a top lane special, bro.
It's hard. Hard to play. What
think-
can I say?
I think top laner is definitely their X factor. I think everywhere else is just pretty consistent overall, but If their top laner's playing ball, that guy's smurfing.
Oh, there is a sub for Chocolate Mint tonight.
Bro, nah, that's
What?
crazy.
Sub
Nice.
support. E-sub
Oh.
support, so they will lose bans.
That might matter a little.
All I'm gonna say is we better be waiving bans, by the way. Rule bookers, be shamed.
I guess it's not really that important, you know. It is a seeding week.
If
I
you
think
need a rule
should
book,
take one, though.
I mean, if you need a rule book, bro, in a seating week, you know, it is what it is.
I don't know. I got
Yeah.
rule booked in finals with Joby.
Oh. Yeah,
And we still
that's
beat them.
different. That's
Right,
different.
Hey, we went 3-0 the first day, and you went 3-1 the next day. So you know what?
Zoher? Yeah, we had to rule book.
Hey, my ADC went to Japan. All right. I'm saying we 3-0 with our ADC.
Oh boy.
He
Oh,
was
boy.
the mental rock of the team. Without him, we fall apart.
Oh, nice.
I'm
But
the anchor for my team.
yeah. Honestly, I think the most important matchups is going to be all of our 3-seeders. Seeing what they can do, right, to get the easier matchup, right? Because 1 seed will get a bye tonight. And unfortunately, that can't be Blades anymore. So it's between Glacial Knights and Halberds to see who can get the final bye week.
I actually do think that game will be pretty close because 3
Yeah.
subs in the whole series, like, it's kind of a flip for me.
Honestly, yeah. I can definitely see that.
Right, we have Kitten Kingdom versus Elysium Bowling Team. You know, last week, Cinema, with the stream even cutting out at the end there, and then coming back on.
I
And
like
I
Kingdom had that one.
think they're needing an E-sub.
Oh my god, classic, man.
Yes, UltraCat, that's right. UltraCat is blowing in for Elysium Bowling Team, who I feel like is really rough, honestly, as that's Chill Savior and UltraCat. I love you, buddy. Like you're my goat, you know. But Chill Savior is a different level compared to you.
That is
Damn, okay.
crazy, by the
What
way.
the hell?
Unbiased caster, by the way.
Is where's
I'm not. I'm not unbiased. I think Chill Savior is a good reason for a lot of Elysium success as well. For that team specifically, you know. I mean, Kitten Kingdom is also changing up their roster as well. They did have a jungle change. Kaz no longer able to play. They got Ixion. So it should be interesting there. But I think I would take Kitten Kingdom over Elysium Bullet Team.
With the sub in mind, I would agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Kami, are you listening?
Sorry,
Or-
I'm doing the mental mathematics on who I think is better, and then I remember like it doesn't really matter. I'll do the herd mentality of a King Kingdoms.
Yeah,
Their
can
name
you
is
tell?
Funny.
Can you tell who the 2 junglers are and who the AD is?
For King Kingdoms?
No. Oh my. Yeah. Okay. Just move on, man. Just move on.
No, one is
Yeah.
CAD, the other one is Ultra CAD. You know, I have been listening, you little rat.
Kaz is not playing. I just said that. It's Ixie. Freaking name him.
That's a no name.
I do
Take the
know
name.
that name. Famous draft leaguer.
Oh yeah,
Draft
League and
League?
famous don't go in the same sentence, bro.
Yeah. All right. Final game for game 1 is GG Zenith versus New Look Milkmen. I think Milkmen got everyone in. Yeah, they did.
They did, yeah.
So I think they have Steppers Jungle.
Who?
Oh,
It wasn't
see.
Brig? No,
Rig
it's
is
Steppers.
not
Yes.
Steppers, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
And
Rig
then
is on
their-
the sub list.
Their support is
Oh.
or even in Arcadia.
Yeah, even in Arcadia's ADC. I think he was a support main, no? Or is
All
that
right.
a different guy?
All right. All I'm gonna say is Milkman's jungle might be an AD main. I think we need.
Yeah.
I think we need to lock in tonight, guys.
I think I'm giving the one to GG Zenith because when we played them, I don't think they were that bad. So I think they were pretty good.
You think the chipster will take it?
Yeah.
Nice.
The
We
guy's kind of a
support the
psychopath.
chipster.
I'm not gonna lie, he plays really aggressive.
Hey, it's better than full clearing, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not flaming. I'm just saying that I didn't expect it. I think they're pretty good.
Okay. Kami? I know you have some choice words for Milkman, you know? A lot of actually does. Are you supporting them
Yeah.
tonight?
No.
Okay. That's
After what they
GG's
did to
tonight.
my boy Idris, okay, buddy. Idris and Worm Jones. You know, I can't believe it.
Someone
don't-
say it's not real.
All I remember is I was told that they kicked Idris after his game 2 on Corky. And then I don't know, me and the rest of the team, we kind of just fucking laughed.
And then you realize it wasn't a joke.
Yeah. It was
That's
a
all
joke.
right.
It's okay.
Game 2, so we have Surely Not versus XG Jackals.
No, no. Oh no. I eat some popcorn in the back.
Nah, we're FFing no one. If we lose to MG, we're FFing. No cut.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
crazy.
Yeah, F, bro.
Yeah.
That
can't
means
make a couple of
you're
love it
willing to
when-
be the 3rd seed?
I love it
Yep.
when they're submissible.
Oh, okay.
I let you have your 16 kill Twitch game.
Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that.
All right, Source Walker.
Mhm.
You're going to be the voter because, you know, we have 2 players already from that team. Who do you got?
I mean, which father do I love more? Let me take a look at this. I mean, all I'm gonna say is Kami did not join us for Aaron before Otter Talk, so
I wasn't. Glor didn't even think about texting me if he wanted me on Otter Talk. So is that really my fault?
Yeah. No, it's always your fault.
No.
I mean, I did ask Improvise to ask around, you know.
You
but-
asked improvise.
Yeah.
My name is not improvise. My name is improve. Maybe you should improve your communication. Thanks.
No, I don't think I
Damn.
will. I think I'll get kicked from another team. Thank you.
It's okay.
I'm gonna give
That's
it.
if you find one. But
Oh, don't worry,
Okay.
buddy. Backup Paul got me. No worries.
Looking at the rosters, looking at who actually joined for the last ARM, I'll have to give it to Zohair and YouTube. They did not ego my ARM invite.
it's okay.
Well, YouTube did, but he eventually joined when he realized who invited
Hey,
him.
speaking of that ARAM, I'm taking the carry next time you're playing Yumi.
What?
Oh,
It's
oh,
not my. I have a YouTube Rumble just perma running. It's not my fault.
And you're the one getting hit by every Syndicate UE.
Huh, this guy is perma zoomed in on his champion payphoning. Like, it's not my fault.
He is
Uh,
definitely not
no
locked in
worries.
right now.
It's okay.
no worries.
You can
Alright.
have them.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, moving on. Omega Goobers versus Akuma Halberds. You know, Source Walker. I don't think you get to talk this one because I think you'll vote with yourself. But for the 2 others, Kami and Zohair, who do you have?
Honestly,
Halberds.
if Halberds didn't have a sub, I would say Halberds, but otherwise I think OMG.
Who's playing top lane for Goobers?
Rich Prime, my goat joust. Oh my yacht. You're about to
Holy.
see some cinema tonight, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it a Halberds.
Oh no, that is
Wow.
crazy.
Wow.
That is crazy.
My
That's actually
goat.
crazy. Actually,
My
Alright.
goat flame.
Glacial Knights also starts off 1-0 because they place against Blades. High Alert versus Kitten Kingdom. The least
that one's
serious game
difficult.
I expect tonight, for my eyes. Who do we have, guys?
I'll give it to High Alert, probably.
I give it to High Alert. Asper clears.
Oh, yeah, I'm being an Asper hater even though I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, enemy team wins. Asper loses.
Oh, so Kitten Kingdom.
Yep.
Okay, big.
Is King Kingdom is that the with Rusha?
No,
is that
that's
the other-
Karate Kids.
That's Karate Kids.
Yeah,
they're
they did
all
make
the same,
playoffs.
man. All fucking no names. Tiger King.
Oh,
The
okay.
only dark horse team that I'm rooting for is GG Zenith. But only
Speaking
until
of
they get to
that,
finals.
GG Zenith versus Choco Mint.
Ooh,
Choco.
that one's actually hard.
GG Zenith. Loss is gonna choke.
No, no, no.
It's playoff time.
Oh, it's not playoffs yet. We're still in regular season. It's week 8. Lock in.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
I mean, Choco
That
Mint
one,
did lose. You know, they could have secured that first seed and fell all the way to 3rd seed.
I mean, Choco and
Mint,
Mint was just doing me a
have
favor.
the sub support, right?
And they do also have a sub support tonight as well.
I feel like it's difficult because I feel like Mint had like a pretty like a not great end to the season, right? It wasn't really a high note, but I feel like they were doing well like most of this or like earlier in the season, right? Well, GG Zenith, I feel like they had kind of a mixed start and a mixed end, but I feel like they ended on a win, right? Actually, I'm not sure, but I feel like they did.
No, the
Uh,
last two Choco Mint was 5-0 and then they ended 5-2.
Yeah, so I
Because they
feel like
lost to Bowling Team and
ooh, that's
uh,
unfortunate.
Ooh, that's crazy.
lost the Bowling Team. And I believe they lost to one of the Akuma teams, Blades, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like this game's actually kind of close. I would still give the edge to Mint probably, but I think GG could win. It's the best of one, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always the best of one. Anything can happen realistically.
I
Yeah.
would probably
Actually, you
say
can go
if I had to bet
0-3.
money, I would say Mint though.
Look,
Yeah.
if we go 0-3, I want you to understand that it's planned. It's because we're obviously trying to draw
You
into
obviously
someone.
can't go 0-3. You already are starting 1-0.
Oh no, you'd be surprised. We got Mason and Joby on our team. Are you?
Oh,
Would you
true.
be surprised
We're
by
gonna lose
anything?
an FF win.
All right. Moving on. Milkman or Elysium bowling team
I'll give it to Elysian.
This one's
with
complete
the
coin flip for
subjuggler.
me.
Yeah.
You
This
don't
one's
believe in
actually
new
close.
look Milkman?
I don't think Cole can carry 4 people. All I'm gonna say is, bro, if this Steppers guy is actually their jungle, they have a Draven OTP on jungle. Just move on, bro.
Yes, it's perfect. No,
Huh? Yep.
perfect. Look, so you have to think about this, right? If you're Milkman, right, you come with the established, identity of Moach plus Cole. You think in their tryouts, right? Tryouts is Milkmen have the Draven jungle, right? I'm not talking out of my ass.
Yeah, Steppers.
Yeah, they got steppers, right? You have to understand the rigorous interviewing process that you got from Milkmen, right? One is mentally unstable.
Oh boy.
All right, jungler plus Draven. Check. Right. Gotta say yes to Daddy Cole and Daddy Moach. Yep. And you gotta be ready to crash out after your game loss. So I don't know what I'm even talking about anymore, guys.
Oh
How,
no.
how did you acquire these guidelines? For
He saw the
Um,
contract. He saw the contract.
That's all the contract.
It's not the contract, yeah.
I'm doing my best to maintain my image.
of course, of being the villain, of course.
Yeah, being the
I don't
villain.
know.
Yeah.
That game's the most coin flip game of today because both
It
teams
probably
are
is.
kind of new rosters. It's like I don't even know.
No, I think
I'll-
Ultra Cut should slide in okay, but I think if it was Chill Savior, I would go bowling team, but I will just go 50-50 on this one.
No,
And
no,
then-
no.
I'll give the
You have
51.
you have to make a decision, bro.
I'll
Okay,
give the
bowling team.
51 to Milkman. Oh,
I'll go bowling team. I'll go
okay,
51.
okay.
I think it'll
Damn.
be close though. And then game threes, XG Jackals versus Omega Goobers. Zohair, who do you have?
Ooh, ooh.
Oh boy.
Now, this one's interesting because I feel like XG are not a team that get destroyed when they get tilted, you know? And I feel like OMG are. So,
Oh, that is crazy, by the way.
so it really depends on
Are
the
you
match
saying-
before, right? And
Yeah.
I think
On the
OMG
Omega
should beat
Goobers.
Halberds.
Yeah.
And I don't think it matters who wins SNS versus XG, so I think I'll give XG probably. I mean, I feel like if you guys get tilted, it's cooked. No?
Hmm. Well, we'll just say like, how can we win when I face 3 fathers in a row? Just move on. Lose in peace.
How
Alright,
can
man.
win?
How can win? I agree.
All right. Surely not versus Glacial Knights. Because it's all surely not.
To be
This
honest,
is
we realized Glacial had a sub top like last night, so our draft plan kind of got a little bit cooked. But we'll see.
Is it not just
I think we
is it,
should take that one though.
is it not just B1 Ivern and win? What?
You guys are coming into this with a draft plan?
It's like the most like
you guys are thinking
it's not
prior to
really a
your
draft
games.
plan.
You should just be like Xi and lock Talon Jungle. Who cares?
Yes, exactly. People finally understand that this league is all about content, right? If you can't provide content, what's the point of fucking winning?
Good point.
True.
All right, Source, Sedge Maokai. Let's go.
What? Okay, who's playing what,
What?
though? Who's playing what?
I got the Maokai because you're the Maokai player. You got the Sedge because I'm the Sedge player.
You know what? You know what? You kind of spin.
Okay. Source Walker is surely not a glacial.
I'll give it to Surely Not. Even though my father just said I suck and need to improve, you know, like I can't let him down.
Okay. Halberds take a game off Blades due to FF. Kingdom versus Choco Mint.
I'll go
I got a
Mint.
rep. I'll give it to Mint.
Taco Bell.
Say
Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yeah,
Taco Bell.
yeah. Almost. Did we just try to sneak that in? Oh no.
Oh no. So Choco Mint or Kitten Kingdom?
It's Taco Mint.
Choco
Why
Mint.
did we say Taco Bell? Okay, yeah. Let's rewind. Let's rewind. Wait a minute.
It's
Choco
okay. Alright,
Okay,
Zoe's
look,
the Choco
you
Mint
want
as
you want
well.
the real thing?
No,
That's a
okay.
match that we could win on the drive-through through Taco Bell. Like you don't even have to be at the PC to win that one.
Yeah, you might be fueled by that one. The Taco Bell kind of hitting.
But what if the Taco Bell ganks you IRL? Like, how can you win after? Like, what?
I just lock in.
Thanks, dude. If you need a shit, just shit on your opponents. Hello,
Oh,
lock in.
okay.
Okay.
Damn.
You ever played solo queue while on the toilet, bro? The hell?
Um.
I haven't. Laptop gamers go hard though. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
There's nobody that addicted. Oh no.
Okay, some people.
I
are.
believe it. Alright, High Alert versus Milkman. I have High Alert.
I'll have high alert too.
If Hyler lose that one, it's I don't even know, man.
Do
Some
I need to?
spanking
need
flag
to say-
liquor.
Yeah, I'm spanking them actually.
High Alert does have 2 content players though.
This is
Okay.
true.
OMG have 5. We just move on.
You have 5. Then where are you guys in general chat?
Huh? Oh no. Let's just say every scrim day, every match day is cinema. It is what it is.
I heard you guys needed a therapist or something.
Huh? No leaks.
I heard that there's tensions are high between a couple of players on your team.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
every fucking team, bro.
I mean, it's
Is it?
Let's be a bit more specific, bro.
all right. The tensions are between you and your Krugs, man. Let's be real.
Uh-huh. I mean, all I'm gonna say is nothing can break me and my Krugs apart. Besides,
I
the
can already
Krugs
tell you
themselves.
what happened. Your team crashed out because like your top laner took your Krugs or something, and it was over.
Oh no.
Yo,
Oh no.
did somebody take your ADC's like farm?
I
heard the
wish.
voices.
I wish. I
I
wish.
wish.
Somebody zigzags
That's
away.
And then a TP starts channeling.
But... Okay, and final game tonight: Elysian Bowling Team versus GG Zenith.
I'll give it to. I give it to Bowling Team.
What?
I don't know anyone on GG Zenith, bro. I might have them as the worst
Oh,
team.
what
in the playoffs.
about Chipster?
I don't know who that is, bro.
There's a chipster. There's UI repeated letters.
Okay,
I don't
I will
fucking know,
say
man.
that team B1'd Ivern mid against us.
Yeah.
Their team is absolute cinema. Hello.
It is kind of cinema.
Yeah.
You know what? Rep Group B Zenith win.
Right, there's no way that we're saying Elysian Bowling Team that went 2-1 with Chill Savior against XSV Pride now has Ultra Cat Jungle and is losing to GG Zenith. Hello, lock-in.
Yeah, so it's lock in, bro.
Yeah, my bad for having my own opinion. I'll just move with the crowd.
Yeah, exactly. Move the crowd.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just
Damn.
used to my. I am used to my. I am used to my opinions not fucking mattering anyway. So just move on.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah,
we're
exactly. Stop
tilting
being
him,
Krugs.
and we're playing him in 8 minutes, and we're tilting him. It's good for me, you know.
It's just over. I'm walked out.
Oh, nice.
I will not interact with rage bait.
All right. Okay. So now moving on, we have where people ranked. Zohair says that the first seed tonight will be XG.
What?
Second seed will be OMG. Third seed will be surely not Syndicate.
Oh no.
Fourth seed of the groups of the second seeds will be Akuma Halberts. Fifth seeds will be Glacial Knights. Sixth seed is Blades because of FF. Seventh seed is Mint. Eighth seed is High Alert Minions. Ninth seed is Kitten Kingdom. And then from the four seeds, we have GG Zenith, Milkman, and Elysian Bowling Team.
Yeah. Do you want me to defend my first three? Because I feel like that's the most controversial one.
Yeah,
Oh,
go
no.
ahead.
If we lose versus Source, we're FFing. No cup.
Right.
We're completely mental boomed. We're actually completely mental boomed.
Okay, yeah, okay, whatever. It's just, uh,
I mean, third seed is a nice seed to get, you know?
It
But
is,
first,
yeah, it's good.
it's
I mean-
sixth best team, which means that'd be Blades right there. So Kuma Blades is
Hell
already
nah.
slotted in.
Oh well, no. Wait a
Oh,
minute.
no.
Alright, I need to
Wait.
put some hard style on and focus.
Wait, there's
I'm
no
sorry,
way that you guys are
Artside.
afraid of playing fucking Blades, right? This can't be
It's
real.
Spooky Chungus, man. That guy's a goat.
That's the only person on that team that I care about. And IBG.
I think Data's pretty good. I think everyone says Data sucks, but I like
All right,
Data.
call me. That's not a real list.
What do you
No, no.
You can't just say
Contracts.
XG and then everyone else. That's not a real list.
Oh no, this do be looking like some TBL tier list right now. That's all I'm gonna
That
say.
sounds like the contract speaking again. That's all I'm saying.
It's the
Okay,
contract.
Source Walker decided to just do a power ranking of the playoffs, not following the rules, of course.
I make my own.
Thankfully, he did get it right with the first seeds. He says surely not will be the first seed, XG will be the second seed, and OMG will be the third seed. What's with everyone rating themselves to be the third seeds, man?
He
I'm
knows,
humble.
bro. Whoever
I'm
loses
humble.
our game is crashing out instantly.
I'm humble. I know my place.
Fourth seed is Halberts, which is the correct placing. He has fifth seed as Chocolate, which is incorrect placing.
Yep.
Sixth seed as Blade, which is correct placing. Seventh seed as Elysium Bowling Team.
I am
Which
saying
can
with
happen.
the full roster. By the way, these subs do not matter.
Glacial
Reminder.
Knights as 8th. High Alert as 9th. Milkman as 10th. Kitten Kingdom as 11th. And GG Zenith as 12th.
I might be putting no respect on GG Zenith, but I actually didn't recognize any single player on that roster.
I mean, that's fair.
It's
That's the
okay. The
same for me,
chipster
Nugget.
will make you know.
I'm not gonna lie, outside of the top 6 teams, man. Alright, we're guessing.
What do you mean we're guessing?
Don't worry about it.
It's okay. There's a BOL Diamond announcement.
Okay.
GG Zenith. I'm done, but what seed are we fighting for as a fourth seed in the group? 10? To 12th. Four seeds are fighting for the 10th to 12th seed. So it will be against 7th seed, the 6th seed, or the 5th seed. So we have a pretty consensus that Akuma Halberts will be joining us in the bye week because you guys all get a bye week.
Yep.
Is
I
there
think I
11
would've
or
said
12
Blades
teams?
if they weren't having
12. 12 teams.
Who am I not ranking?
Do you need me to name them all again for you?
No, I have it pulled up on the thing.
Oh, okay.
Glacial Knights. It's Glacial Knights.
Oh, where are you ranking them, Kami? They can the worst they can end is 5th.
Oh.
So
Oh no.
Blades R6 already confirmed.
Wait.
Did you
Ah,
forget me
fucking-
saying that like 5 times in a row or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Wait. I guess Halberts can end below 6th.
Halberts can finish 4th.
They can end 4th or 5th, basically.
Then I guess Choco Mint got knocked down, huh? Man, this ruins up my entire fucking standings.
That's why I just hit the power ranking, bro. Just move on.
Honestly, that's kind of fair. You need a safe space in your brain for your pathing tonight.
I'm full clearing 20 times. What?
I can't believe this.
But do you do the
Yes.
raptor, the greedy clear or not?
Oh no! Wait.
That's
That-
what you have to think about.
How do we know my dark arts?
Oh,
Because we learned them together,
okay.
you know.
So now asking you guys another question while Kami still works on this. Which of the non-buy teams will go the farthest in your eyes? So 5th through 12th.
Blades.
We all have a consensus saying Halberts will be 4th seed. So let's go ahead and do that.
It's either Choco Mint or Blaze, right? All I'm gonna say is Group A. Group A was looking a little bit too stacked.
Yeah, it's true. I think Blades are. It's probably Blades or Mint. If I had to pick another one, I would say. I'd say either GG Zenith or Glacial Knights.
Okay,
Let's
thanks.
lock in GG Zenith. I feel like they'll get further than expected.
Alright, Kami.
I mean,
Hmm.
Which of the non-buy teams you think goes the farthest? So 12th, 5 through 12th.
5 through 12. I mean, realistically, it's between Blades and Mint, but losses on Mint, so he's gonna go out in quarters, right?
no, he went out versus me in semis last time.
Broken clock strikes, the right time twice a day, You know how
Oh, no.
I think that was like a miracle, if anything. And realistically, it's Blades. Fluke is a known shit stomper, and everybody else are kind of noobs outside of like top 4. But it's probably Blades. My dark horse I'm rooting for to lose to us in finals is GG Zenith.
Oh, okay. A lot of GG Zenith love.
Yes.
Is it solely because of the chipster or?
It's because of the chipster.
I think their mid's good.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce their name, but
True. All right. Kami has now officially sent me his list. First seed tonight is Exi. Second seed is Surely Not. Third seed is Omega Goobers. Fourth seed are Halberds. Fifth seed Glacial Knights. Sixth seed's locked in, of course, Blades. Seventh seed Choco Mint. Eighth seed High Alert. Ninth seed GG Zenith, which is not possible, but you tried.
Hey man.
Elysium Bowling Team 10th, which is not possible. Milkman and Kid Kingdom, all the way at the bottom at 12. What's up with that?
Yeah. All right, I'm heading out.
Oh, okay, nice. There's just no justification at all. Just you're just gonna call Kid Kingdom like that, and then just say, "I'm out of here."
Honestly, it's pretty close between them and Milkman. Like now that I'm thinking about it, I hate Cole and I hate Moch. I don't actually hate them, but they should be 12.
Oh, okay, heard that. We clipped it, by the way, that you hate them. No worry.
No
It is
worries.
clipped, and it is being sent right now.
It's a part of my contract.
Oh,
Yes,
of course,
actually,
of course, of course. The XG Supermax.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you want me to play the Supermax?
No, I do not want you to play the Supermax sound. Please. Actually, thinking of that, I did have Taco Bell for the first time in a long time. Apparently, they had a Dirty Baja Blast. That was pretty good.
Is there like tequila in it?
No, it's just vanilla ice cream.
Oh man, I guess I should get like the beer ready for what will happen tonight. All right, I'm locked in.
Yeah, we're losing
You're
guys
locked
in
in?
3 minutes. Let's wrap
Shirts
this up.
off, grabbing another beer.
No one is
I mean-
losing banned in 3 minutes. You are the stream game. It's however
Yeah, we're
long
losing
Auto
bans.
Talk lasts.
I thought we were supposed to get her 5 minutes early if we're on our stream game, no?
Someone rage bait me.
Bro, end the stream, man.
No,
All right,
I have a
alright,
final
yeah.
question. I have a final question for you guys.
Okay. Lock in.
Of the top 4 seats, right? We have 3 of them here.
Mhm.
How far do each of you make it? Kami, how far do you make it?
And you're joking, right?
Oh no.
No, I'm just asking you.
No. This is rage bait, and I will not be interacting with rage bait. You know
It is
damn
not
well we're
rage bait.
winning. We're winning, and
Okay,
you know
so
it.
you say you win it all?
Yeah.
Okay, Source Walker, how far does your team go?
I mean, if we go 0-3, we might go finals and lose 3-0. So
Okay, finals
go?
appearance. Zohair.
We're losing in quarters to high alert or something. There you go.
Oh, quarters exit?
Interesting.
not bad.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could get a quarters exit with a buy.
you can, right? Round of 12, we
Yeah,
get
you
bye to
can. Yeah,
quarters.
yeah. You go RO12, then it's quarters, semis.
Yeah, we get bye to quarters.
Yeah.
Our
I don't know what you're talking about.
finals.
I don't know either, man.
Oh,
My
okay.
head hurts.
See, Zohair's the only humble one here. He knows that being a BOL diamond when Vanquisher is right around the corner. Come on, bro. You know?
I mean, look. Imagine you're in Zohair's shoes, right? And you look, and your millionaire's YouTube. Are you surprised that you're not losing in quarters, or what?
All I'm gonna say is,
It doesn't really say that, but that's fair.
I mean, can we go to the return of the D4 demons or what?
Oh my god, you're so right. We're winning for sure.
Can we
Oh,
play
boy.
ARAMs in our seating matches tonight?
dude, that's what I'm saying,
I'm
man.
so down.
No.
Can we do like 5 tanks versus 5 tanks?
Heart
Oh,
steal only. One heart steal.
Or
You can't buy anything else.
oh man.
I'm walking Scion then, bro.
Yeah, I'm
That's
picking
crazy.
Smolder with heart steal.
Oh, okay. Nice. Sounds like fun. All right. That is pretty much everything from us here. Thank you for another excellent week of Auto Talk, guys. Go ahead and get into your seating matches.
Hey, thank you, man.
Source Walker, we will be following you and Zohair. We'll be back shortly. My British Man Row will be coming soon. Any final thoughts from you guys, though, before we do go out?
Losing
Thanks
peace
for
angle.
hosting.
Okay. Source
You-
Walker, lose in peace.
Mhm.
You guys can FF, so that way we can all go to bed early.
Dude, I
okay.
wish, bro.
All right. And then Zohair, any final words?
Just thank you for hosting.
Oh,
Okay, buddy.
Zohair with the happy to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then I have Source Walker saying he wants to lose a piece and call me egoing everybody. Oh, nice. Typical Otter Talk.
Oh yes. Actually, Otter Talk.
Oh, yeah. The reluctant thank you, too. Nice. Thank you, man. Hope you don't lose tonight, honestly.
It sounds like you're kind of wishing something ill upon me and my teammates and my family.
Oh, whoa,
My
teammates and family. Whoa.
my lawyer will be contacting you.
Oh, wait a second. You need to contact Bully. Or actually, you need to contact Dory Cat, our resident puppy kicker. So that way,
Oh no.
oh.
All right, I will be moving. All right.
All right, guys.
So,
Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Good luck in your games, and we'll be back real soon tonight with Omega Goobers versus Shirley Mount Syndicate. Don't go anywhere.
I'm going.
I thought you told me to leave.
Welcome everyone to the all-important seeding week in Blue Otter Diamond. I am Rue, joined by the host of Otter Talk and my wonderful partner in the Diamond League, Lawsnax. How are we feeling on this wonderful Thursday night?
Well, if you watched Otter Talk, both teams said if we lose, we're FFing. So we're in for a banger.
That sounds like fun. We could be in for a short night, and honestly, I think I'll take that. But then again, having 3 best of ones would also be pretty nice. That is what we have lined out for you as of now. Of course, if people do start FFing, then we might have a bit less than that. But we are looking at the seeding. We are taking the 1 through 3 seeds, trying to work out where they're going to slot into our 12-team bracket. Every 1 seed from every single division is going to be playing against each other today. Looks like we have Omega Goobers starting us off against Sin. That'll be a very interesting starting match.
Yeah, this will be really interesting to see. XG is already starting off with a win due to Akuma Blades having to FF. You know, it is graduation night for a lot of people. So I understand why. But who do you have, Mr. Rowe?
I think, look at this first matchup. I mean, surely not Syndicate. They're unbeaten so far. They are 7-0. They have actually lost a single map, and this is a best of 1. But Omega Goobers, they've lost 5 maps. They've had one hell of a group stage. Bilgewater has been a massive battleground. We've visited it pretty often because it has been some absolute carnage over there. Tons of teams going absolutely nuts at each other. I think Omega Goobers come into this definitely battle worn, definitely battle hardened, but maybe a little bit too so, if that makes sense. I think maybe surely not Syndicate coming through that group stage so unscathed. They've got to be riding high and looking very confident in this best of 1. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I honestly would take surely not for this game. You know, just the dominance they've had through the regular season as well as we immediately start the draft. I'm best of band hover, but I still think this game, while it matters, I don't think it matters as much to these first seeded teams. I think the real battle is in our like 3rd seed and 2nd seed teams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, try and get an easier playoff matchup, right? It is Glacial Knights and Halberds fighting for that 4th spot. So they are the ones that are going, you know, trying to go win as quickly as possible between each other. And, you know, the first game does have them against each other, right? So
Yeah.
whoever wins that, in my eyes, wins it because they're both against Blades. And since Blades is FFing, it's like kind of funny. In a way.
Absolutely. Both of these teams know what's up for grabs. This one here, I said before, is just for the seeding, but the all-important positioning battle. Whoever gets into that 4th seed secures themselves a first round bye, and honestly, an easier matchup in the next round as well, right? Getting that first round bye. You
Well,
play
the
against
4th
likely the
seed,
5th seed, right?
yeah, the 4th seed
Not
gets the
necessarily
5th
easier,
seed.
but
So it could be funny how it plays out.
yeah, they could play each other
Yeah,
instantly.
they realistically could play each other in seeding week and then instantly play each other again in quarters if they win round of 12. But 3 seed toughest matchup would be the 6th. 2nd seed toughest matchup would be the 7th, and 1st seed toughest matchup would be the 8th.
Yeah.
And 8th seed, as you know, is our 3rd seeds.
Yeah.
So
The
it could
middle
be
3rd
interesting.
seed.
Yeah, the middle 3rd seed. So it's the 3rd seed that performed okay at best, right? You know, you have our 3rd seeds are, you know, Choco Mint, High Alert, and Kitten Kingdom. So the 2nd best of those teams will go against 9th, who is the last place of the 3rd seeds as well. So that'll be another rematch in playoffs, round 1.
You know, it's still crazy to me that Chocolate are a 3 seed. To think that someone out of this, I expect Chocolate to be coming through as a 7 seed, right? They had an amazing Bilgewater session. I think they're looking to be one of the strongest 3 seeds we have right now. The fact that they're down there in the first place is shocking. But then looking forward to the rest of this, if they end up in the 7th seed, that's going to be like the middle player of today going to be getting in that 2 seed. That could be a very interesting and very difficult matchup for some of these squads. Because Omega Goobers wasn't that their one loss to Chocomin?
Yes, it was.
That's a potential matchup that we have. That's
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
But getting back to this game, the bans for Omega Goobers: Mbessa, Pantheon, Yone, Sin bans Jinx, Master Yi, Sourcewalker ban, and Gwen. First pick for Sourcewalker is going to lock in then Zinsao. Repeat is going to be Varus, Ivern, and then Goobers will pick their bot lane of
Wow.
Aphelios Renata. So
Aphelios
I
Renata.
like the bot lane of Aphelios Renata already. I think that is a good facilitator as well with the Zinzao. You know, Zinzao does like having someone who is Enchanter-esque on his team to help support him. And I think that's a really good way as well. Rel Hover for Syndicate here, though. A Chill Will special. And he will lock it in. Okay.
I like the rel here. You need some solid engage. Coming, looking out of your jungle, your Ivan is not going to be providing anywhere near as much engage as you're going to need for your whole team. Getting something like the rel, guaranteeing that forward button. I'm interested to see how they want to take this Ivan now. Looking towards the rest of their draft, do they want to play something crazy like, I don't know, double ADC, AP top? That's definitely an option. Banning away the Camille, I wonder if this is setting up like a blind rumble, and then you take mid last. I don't know. There's lots of options you can do with something like the Ivan. Maybe even going the Azir route as well. Something on hitting is naturally what you want with that extra buff that he gives to everyone attacking out of bushes. Why you saw, especially towards the end of last year, towards Worlds, a whole lot of Ivan double ADC. That typically involved the Tristan, which has fallen out of favor just a little bit, but still plenty of options here for Sin. OMG, on the other hand, they need to look towards their own top side. No Camille, no Aatrox available for them, as they have one more ban to get through themselves. Pairing up with Xinjiao, Renata, and Felios, it feels like it's just going to be tank top and AP mid. OMG going a little bit default in this one, and surely not going a little bit off topic, a little bit spicy in some regard.
Yeah, let's
See what they want to
see
do with that Ivan.
what they will lock your Scion coming in.
Okay. Well, just so we talk about tank tops, I feel like that's a handshake matchup that they are giving over to OMG. Maybe even seeing if they want to bait them. Do you want to take something ranged into the Scion? Do you want to try and bully him down? Or do you want to accept the tank off? I feel like something like Ornn right now for OMG is absolutely insane. You are lacking quite a bit of engage. Having that coming from your top laner would be massive, and there it is hovered. Let's see if it
I
is
think you
picked
should
up.
lock it. Yeah, I think
It
it
has
should be a
to
one
be.
lock. Yeah.
Ornn is so good here.
Yeah.
There it is
Ornn
indeed.
helps disrupt a lot of what they want to do on Sin as well. It is also a good matchup for the Ornn as well, because
Yeah.
he's able to fight Scion consistently, dodge a lot of his damage and all that. You know, dodge the knockup. But I have to see what Omega Goobers here go for final
Blind
pick.
mid. Gotta have some AP at this point in the draft. You have Ornn, which technically does some, but you don't really want to rely on that. A
Syndra.
default mage is indeed the choice that they go for. Syndra being the choice. Very powerful,
Now,
especially
if
in early
you
lane
are
phase.
surely not here, does Silas look appetizing?
Um, I tell you what, I do like 3 of the ults. The issue is the one you're in lane with, you are always losing into. I don't necessarily know if I like the Cassidin. It's very good into the Syndra. But do you outscale an Aphelios? Do you outscale a Xinjiao? They have a
Okay,
Renata with them. That is
bro.
laying down the gauntlet. A best of one that surely not are sending it fully into the Syndicates going all out in the first and only game of this mini series for seeding. Cassidin being thrown down. Wow.
The balance of power must be preserved. YouTube Cassidin in our first game of the series. Oh, bro. Are we in for cinema?
This could be cinema. This could also be a little bit backfire. I'm not convinced which way this is going to go. I think into the Syndra, it's going to perform absolute wonders. As long as you can get through that early lane phase, if you can get past the point where Xinjiao ganks at level 4, getting towards level 6, start coming online, get towards the Rod of Ages, level 11, hitting those power spikes. If he gets there a little bit behind, he's probably fine. If he's down like 1,000 in his lane, though, it could turn very, very nasty. And it could just be the Syndra running over the map instead. I feel like it's just about hanging onto the rope for as long as possible, and then suddenly flipping that switch and becoming the world's most deadliest Kassadin. I'm just not sure it's the right team comp to do it into, though. Aphelios feels like he has so much peel with a Renata next to him. The Ornn, right there. The Xin Zhao has a Crescent Guard to also push you away. The Scatter the Weak able to push you away. There are so many knockback abilities on this Omega Goobers draft. I feel like dive might not be the way.
So what do you think then instead?
I think you could have taken. I don't know if YouTube is an Azir fan. I think Azir is like premium here if we're talking, top tier stuff. I think that is precisely what we want, especially with the Ivern already pairing it up. If you could play this front to back into the Syndra, she kind of struggles with that. She needs to have that burst. The rest of Omega Goobers is also very strong front to back, thinking Renata, Ornn, Aphelios. But I think you can win it out with that more sustained damage. The burst of the Kassadin is going to be very interesting to see. We'll have to see if it does in fact pay off for Surely Not Syndicate. After a short little break, we'll be back with game number 1, the one and only between the series of Omega Goobers and Surely Not Syndicate.
涙よ星に瞬きを伝えて守るものがあるからきっと強くなれる語るべき言葉なくした星の守りでは時の果て夢の果て闇に立ちすくんだ風を呼んでみたんだ空に向けて誰かを呼んでみたんだ光求めたソリチュードかすかなレゾナンス確かに届くロマンスそんな流れ星たちを抱き留めた明日が見えなくだって乗り越えなくちゃって奇跡の奇跡描き未来へつなぐ Growing High 心のフォトンが銀河にこぼれて道を強く照らす Burning Bright それぞれの思い秘めた星の守り手は空からの呼ぶ声に導かれた重ねる手と手には言葉なんかより伝わることがある熱い心通じ合った確かなレゾナンス見つけるのはエッセンス目指した意識の先がディスティネーション答えが見えなくてくじけそうになって支え合い誓い合う絆でつなぐシャイニースマイル心のフォトンが銀河に溢れて道を開く鍵は My Starlight Heart明日が見えなくだって乗り越えなくちゃって奇跡の奇跡描き未来へつなぐ Growing High 心のフォトンが銀河に溢れて道が開いたら羽ばたいて行こうよ乗り越えて行こうよ星空と溶け合っていつまでも行ける Fly High まっすぐ願いを世界に歌って新しい夜を新
Welcome back, everybody, to game one. I do believe. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. No worries at all. As we go ahead and get into the rift here. Now, Ro,
Yep.
you were saying to me that you are not sure about the Cassidon.
I'm really not sure about the Cassidon. I'm feeling a little bit on edge. There are definitely avenues for this to work. Don't get it twisted. It definitely can, but it doesn't mean that it definitely will. And I think that's going to be the massive talking point of this game. Is the YouTube Cassidon going to get it done? Or is it maybe going to go by the wayside? Are we going to be talking something different? We're singing a different tune. That is what we're going to have to find out. But it's all about hanging on to this early game, right? YouTube has to be able to hold on early. Slightly off topic, but still very important. I have just seen Varus's runes. He has an arcane comet. What is the point of the Ivan if you have arcane comet Varus?
More AD, more poke.
But it's on hit damage that you get from the Ivan.
Yeah, I know. I didn't stutter. No, but real talk though, I think it will be kind of a tough game for the Ivan, you know. Hopefully does not get killed in an early invade by Sourcewalker. That way he is able to play the game as it goes forward.
It's so odd.
Iron tough champion, unless he's level 6, then that champion is broken.
I mean, this is big for Tentology, being able to actually play the lane, because otherwise it was going to be a very difficult lane phase for him.
Oh? Hannah didn't start Q to stop the rel engage. Started E first. Just hopefully tank it.
Shielding, but the extra push you get from starting Q, having that comet to maybe get a little bit more trading power as well, is going to get the early prio working for the Varus rel lane, but it feels like late game, this Ivan has lost all sense of direction, right? You drafted this thing second in your draft. You know exactly what you want to do. Okay, we see they've taken a Xin Zhao. We want to take Ivan into the Xin Zhao. That's a nice matchup for us. And we're going to pair it with the Varus, take him on hit, and work it from there. And then they haven't taken him on hit, and it's not going to work from there because he's like they have nothing to pair with this Ivan. You have just bought yourself like Enchanter jungler. I
It's
am
not that bad.
very confused by this choice, by this pick.
It's not that bad. You know, YouTube could benefit from some shields, you know?
Shielding's great, but like most of the value of Ivan comes from that extra on-hit damage he provides. Sure, the bushes are still going to exist, still be very useful, but like you draft Ivan because you want to lead into the ADCs, you want to get them the extra damage, tip them over the edge, get them those kills early, get them scaling later into the game, and it's just not a possibility. As Ivan on his typically fast clear has already finished, looking to go towards the top scuttle crab is Zohair. Sourcewalker on the other end started top, going to end up on the bot side. Should be a trade of initial crabs here. As YouTube, as we expected, getting pushed under pretty effectively by Quality, keeping on proccing that first strike as well. Top lane, a bit of a snooze fest. Basically, everything going as we thought. This is the most default of default early games. Which just leaves us more room to talk about what's going to happen later on. Because I'm still not convinced by much of what I've seen from this early phase. The Syndra is up about a wave.
Ivan already done with his first clear and is near bot. He will spot him though. So here we'll clear the vision. Keeps going. Think maybe they thought he backed off. Wave is not big enough to force anything though. Good trade in the top lane.
Nice grass snack as well.
Oh, can he flash W kill? Yeah, he can.
He doesn't need to flash, he just kills. Okay. A Wild Terry walks under the tower, presses W, it explodes in the Ornn's face, and he just kind of kills him from there. Yeah, one of the most anticlimactic first bloods I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, max HP damage. YouTube getting helped in the mid lane, supported by Zohair. Just helping get right there. Next
Get
engage
back.
from the Rel going in onto Panda. Panda
nice
not going to have the
handshake.
full stacks though, so he will survive. Aphelios getting good trades back in.
Yeah. So, very good early play coming through from Surely Not Syndicate. Getting some good individual play coming through, while Terry, the key standout from that. But bot lane up about 10 CS just by having the consistent push in this lane. Part of that is down to the fact that you have taken the Arcane Comet on Varus. Might come back to bite you later, but for now it's doing absolute wonders for your team. The fact that Ivan was able to spend a little bit of time mid as well helps out YouTube massively. Gets him a little bit of leeway in that matchup. Zohair trying his best right now to really keep his Kassadin going in that mid lane, because Quality Player doing his best to shut that down as well. Terry, he's already hit level 6. Jules just about to get there himself. He gets the knock-up as well. Nice trade coming from the Ornn. The Brittle Proc and the Grass Stack at the same time. A massive chunk taken on the Scion, but both of these players have Doran's shield rather.
Oh,
They don't really care, but Zohair's looking. He wants to make a play out of this.
Though. He needs Joss to go in. We'll hit the knock instead. That's gonna be a nice little chain CC right there. It's another root.
Wow.
Joss falls again. No teleport this time. Will lose those
Eyes
waves.
with flash as well. Brutal start to this lane phase, and I feel like the key thing for this whole lane phase so far is that Sourcewalker has just been silently farming. This is Xin Zhao he's playing. You can play it to farm, but into an Ivan, you can look to invade, you can look to fight him, or you can look to fight whoever you want, especially at this point in the game. He will use that early fighting prowess as well as his bot prior to start up this first Chemtech Drake. But I feel like not putting YouTube further behind is a massive swing factor so early on in this game. He isn't quite able to take it back for the full cast list of Eons.
Yeah,
So-
so another thing as well here is that Iron's, finally catching up on all of his camps.
Yeah.
You know,
He had them marked up for ages, you just got to grab them. There's no advantage for Sourcewalker from all that farm. He just missed out on the opportunities to get his lanes ahead.
oh, 4-manner here?
The roam.
Zohair?
It's sniffed.
No,
He has
something
6.
is up.
He spent so much time ganking lanes that he's just got the XP like artificially.
Well, blue is
And
getting
sure, Sourcewalker
taken.
might get blue buff. But if Zohair wants to make a play on this bot side, he very much so can, even into the
Oh,
red and white
stun missed.
Helios.
No, Chillwill did miss the stun, but that blue is taken.
Kassadin. Where you go, buddy?
Oh, YouTube. Going in onto Quality Player. That's going to be the ultimate draw. Scatter the weak will find another
Here
stun.
it comes.
Oh, Zin
He's out.
drops the lightning.
Oh, wow.
Tempest. Terry?
Just
Oh, Terry's done.
Just wins those.
Oh, the flash? No, he's dead.
Yeah, shut down as well. Unfortunately for Jorst, the kill comes at a heavy price. He is down an absolute ton of CS in this matchup. While Terry makes sure he grabs the wave before he falls. He's up 75 to 41 early on.
Yeah,
And sure,
very
Jorst will be able to
tough.
clear out that wave, but he has to back.
Zohair will be getting the grubs while...
Sure,
Or
the red
Zohair
buff as
will
well.
not be getting
Chill?
the grubs. Zohair will be getting the red buff, sealing that, but now he's down here.
Yes,
Bob, this
Daisy.
would be a nice
Mag-
engage. Double stun here! And they didn't need this fight, but it was 4-1 back. That's the Renata trying to take more. But that is going to be feats of warfare claim for Syndicate.
Wow. Honestly, not what I expected coming into this draft, but that there is massive work coming in, and it's a perfect gank timer. You suspect the Xin Zhao might be taking those grubs. You make the play onto the bot side. Surely Not Syndicate capitalizing as only they can. They get a smite off on the red buff, and they just walk down to the bot side, a 3v2 play, and they catch them walking up. They caught, there's a massive walk up right there from the Renata and the Aphelios. Both summoners used by the Voices are back, and Quality have to flash in mid as well. The threat of this Ivan early on, even without Daisy, has been supreme, and here comes a Scion flying into the picture.
Terry wanted blood. That's going to be Zohair going in right now. Sourcewalker is 1v1ing this Kassadin. Terry looking to get a big knockup. Will silence that one, but Panda is behind. And this is a lost team right now. Big stun on going in. YouTube getting low. Here's Chill. It won't. Zohair still does easy available. Sion will claim one back.
Massive
Unless
bailout.
he can't.
Got it back.
Bailout secures it. Means that Iron dying there gives him another one and a huge
3-for-1.
swing for Omega Goobers.
Yeah. In the big fights, the 4v4s, the 3v3s early on, these massive skirmishes, it will favor them. They have the better skirmishing comp, even with an Ornn that is starting a little bit further behind than his lane counterpart, who has already managed to get himself a Titanic Hydra on that Scion. The skirmishing power of this group, of the Omega Goobers, cannot be understated. The 4v4 potential is ginormous. They take the fight and they win it convincingly, nearly keeping all of them alive, but unfortunately Sourcewalker falling to the zombie form of the Scion, who is now a massive threat himself in this top lane. But a massive swing factor, you pointed out. This is huge to turn it round. The Omega Goobers starting to fall behind a little bit, but able to turn it back and get those extra kills as Jost goes all in onto the Wild Terry. I'm not sure he has this time, but he's going to look for the play anyway.
Oh.
Another Brittle proc. He actually has him very low. There's no flashes on either side here. Can he get the kill?
This could be big.
Gets the one in the bush, but the Scion goes decimating
Oh,
smash.
he gets knocked up.
Another
Brittle.
Brittle proc. He surely has it. Koality's coming over the top as
Quality.
well. He's got it. Koality's there. Jost now has to run away from the zombie. If this is a 1-for-1, it's a terrible play, but I think he should be able to escape. Nice roam there, found by Koality. But another time where...
Really good. Really good.
Yeah, I feel like Wild Terry should be further ahead than he is right now. Somehow only at 3-3-0. It felt like he was much stronger in this early phase.
I felt like it too, you know, he was able to get all that pressure off early game as well, going greeting for that tower plate, you know, ultimately costing him his life. Did not expect the Ornn to do that much damage, but Ornn does max HP damage.
Mm-hmm. Those Brittle
Zohair,
procs really hurt.
hit on the
Hello, Daisy.
Panda, actually hits Daisy on the Sourcewalker, who gets locked up again with the Varus ultimate. Varus will drop the empowered, but it does not matter as Daisy falls.
Bye, Daisy.
Bye, Daisy.
YouTube trying to make the most of this by pushing mid now instead. Got at least that wave in, so Quality getting punished for all of these roams. But he has a Ludens, and his counterpart has a Catalyst of Eons. That doesn't stop YouTube from looking for these trades, but unfortunately Quality, with that full ice completion, will be stronger off for now at least.
Yeah.
This early game, a lot closer than I thought it would be.
Yeah, and another thing as well is like it's really tough to see how this Cassidy has his way back in, you know? Unless Cassidy gets a random triple kill, he's not going to be able to ever match Syndra in term of gold until very late.
Hello.
Gold doesn't matter. Oh.
Big decimating smash. Let's see
Oh.
who wins this. I mean, Terry still has an item, and Jaws still doesn't have an item. But both of them with flash, neither of them feeling like they do any damage to the other. They will just agree to a draw this time around. Terry not allowed to have a look at the blue side of the map. Jaws going to have to catch the wave beta. It is second
Dragon
Drake
again.
coming up on the bot side. And it's a full reset taken by Syndicate as well. That Ivan just pressed B, got up to the top, they're going to his topside camps. YouTube also just pressing the recall, so it will be second Drake of the game. Let's see which soul we're going to be given. It's Ocean Soul. Not the happiest to see that.
That is
Side of Omega
something-
Goobers.
Goobers?
You get 2 Drakes early. You don't want to see an Ocean Soul. You want to see a fun soul. You want to see a good soul.
Well, Ocean Soul is good this game. Zinzao would love it. You know, Ornn would love it. Felios especially loves it. You know, there are people who love the soul, right? If it was on hit Varus, he would love it, but unfortunately we have lethality Varus.
Everyone's going to be
Scion
happy to
kinda
see
likes
if you
it.
get the soul, it's going to be fine. But out of all the souls that were available, feels like Ocean probably the least useful for the team with 2 Drakes, especially. I feel like Cloud is better. Mountain to be tanky against the lethality Varus is insanely good. Infernal as well to get through the lethality Varus, to get through these massive health pools, having more damage would have been amazing. Missing one, but I don't really care. Any of them are better than the Ocean. As
drops the
YouTube
ultimate
makes a
right
little bit of a
there.
mistake here.
Oh,
He goes
ultimate.
forward on the level 11.
Oh no!
That's a level 11
YouTube.
Syndra. That's an upgraded ult
And his
Syndra.
tower's gone.
That hurts.
His tower is gone, so that is. It's not. That is sweet, yeah. Because they got 3 objectives. They got every objective so far and the first tower. Beats for Goobers.
Like, that's just a massive overstep there by YouTube. You know, on the casting, when your power spikes are, it's not when you're level 10. It's when you're level 11. When you get the upgrade to your ultimate, is when you're so strong. As Voices now has to be careful in his own right.
There.
Panda, nice handshake.
Nice there from Panda. See what he can do here. Big damage coming onto this Rao. Rao will fall.
Where did that
To
come
the
from?
ultimate. Kin Technology will miss that one. But I mean, just standing in the rel, eating all of Aphelios's damages, you know, just eating the tower gun, eating all the Qs, sniper Qs, constantly back to back forth. You know, it's just bad fight right there, and that is going to be Herald secured. So surely non-syndicate still has not claimed an objective yet.
Yeah, they have played 5 kills of their own, and they have very nearly got a turret, but unfortunately, since this is not a horseshoe, nor is it a hand grenade, the nearly doesn't count just yet. As instead, the nearly might be coming on the top side. As Sourcewalker looking for a gank, he's going to turn into something that isn't a nearly. Goes forward on the E, gets the knockup from the Q, and becomes lightning as well. Crescent Guard just trying to do all the damage, but they're not getting the kill. They call the Forge God to try and get it done. The flash forward, they still can't get it because he missed the knockup. Sourcewalker has to run away, they will eventually get it. Jaws trying to escape the turret shot is huge, but while Terry doesn't have the speed to catch up, slowed down by the wind becomes lightning, and somehow they escape, but it does cost at least the Xinjiao flash. They'll turn it into the turret as well, because Quality managed to get up there. They're going to lose bot turret for this, but another positive play, and they have Rift able to go deeper.
Yeah, I mean, very unfortunate there. Terry wanted to initially ultimate and just decided to hold on to it to see what he can get, but if he initially ults, he's a free man, and that's just a second tower gone as well.
Yeah.
Big gold swing now going into those Syndra Zen pockets, you know? Syndra already
That's
up
exactly where you want
40
it as well, right?
CS.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Syndra, it's a
2.3.
2.5k lead over the Kassadin.
That's all the gold lead this game, pretty much.
That's huge.
And
That's a
Orin has caught
humongous
back
gold
up
lead.
into gold, despite being down 35 CS in the early game. You know, you do have a bright spot. You know, your Varus is up 40. You know, that is a good spot for you to look at, but the problem
The
is
issue is
that,
lethality.
yeah, he is lethality. He's not on hit with this Ivern to get use out of it.
Yeah, the
Nice
way he's
little
got ahead
stun
is
there
by
from
being
Quality.
lethality, but now he's had to burn his flash just to get away from the most scary mid lane in the game right now. Already 2 full items on this Syndra. Of course, Luden's got a little bit cheaper recently, but Shadowflame is as expensive as it ever was, and he's already managed to get that second item as Scoreswalker wants to go again. Hello! Chill.
Oh,
Wants to go
big
even deeper.
coming in right
Magnet's got
there.
a
Can they get
massive.
anything right there? YouTube is still barely alive. That's one shutdown as they go in. The second shutdown is coming in as well. And it's a white fight for surely not.
They took a 5v4. Jaws wasn't there. That was a straight 5v4.
It was.
Jaws
an
was not even close to that
overconfidence.
fight.
Really big overconfidence
Wow.
there. Everything used. And they still just weren't able to get the fight win.
Fellas, how are we looking for fights when we're down our engaged champ? Like, how do we expect that one to work? Jost is the fight starter. He calls the Forge God, then you go
wait
in.
a second. Joss is going in, trying to disrupt here, but
Why? They have a jungler, you don't.
for Aura. No?
Someone's got to defend top. They're going to
Just a
send it
second.
now.
Can they get the Varus? They will hit him.
Yeah,
The stun will hit him.
oh my
as
God, that is damage.
well. Wow. He is
You're
gone,
sending your
Terry.
Xinjiao to the side lane.
I mean, yeah, but Sourcewalker can't win this if he chooses to keep fighting this.
gonna
Overlord's
go deeper,
almost
that was bold.
completed for Scion.
Into the wave.
I think you fight this if you're Sourcewalker because you delay Terry recalling, and that's just a free tier 2. No one can respond. On Surely Not Yet. YouTube is here now.
He's still only got 6 stacks on the rower, not onto the Seraphs yet either. Still a little bit away from his massive spike that we will be seeing eventually. Just a matter of when. It's going to be pretty soon now, but when it comes, it is going to be ginormous. And it really feels like Shonen Syndicate, they can't rely on more plays from a Goobers like that. That has turned a 3k gold lead into a 1k gold lead. Goobers now set with a reality check. You can't take a 45 without your engaged champ. Shockingly, it doesn't work. You have to be playing a little bit smarter than that. Let's see if they take that forward into the rest of the game, because they have an amazing team fight if they're there 5v5.
Yeah. Now, Man and Mune coming up soon for this race. Terry still tanking enough to just eat W Shield to eat everything, but that's going to be the unstoppable use this time. He tried it last time to save it, see what he could do. This time he will just pop it, just to run away.
Yeah.
Good choice from him. And Aphelios has Yuntal and LDR completed.
Wow.
Trying to melt into that Scion.
And a very early Lord Dominix, but as you pointed out, it's very understandable, right? Scion hasn't built much armor, but his health pool kind of lends you towards that armor pen ideology anyway. The rel you're going to have to get through if you want to play this front to back. And I believe that Omegas can definitely be looking to play front to back when they have all 5 members together. Start it at the front. Let the Aphelios free hit as much as possible, and that Lord Doms is definitely going to help with that. On the side lane right now, Jorst already hitting level 13. Nice and early on into this one. Has managed to upgrade himself that Kanik Rukun he's chosen for himself. Didn't expect that to come through with that early Barmy Cinder, but he's gone for it.
Well, we have updates like we usually do.
Okay.
We cover on BOL Diamond Otter Talk. GG Zenith will beat the Milkmen. It does not look close on that screenshot. It was 19-6.
That's a very low kill game.
Yeah, Kodak. Both top laners having most damage, of course, because Aatrox is hitting a tank, but Dr. Mundo has 35k in most damage that game, so it was kind of crazy. Yeah. And High Alert will beat Choco Mint.
Oh, wow, really? That's crazy.
Yeah, Choco Mint is falling.
The Choco Mint now, unless we get some weird 3-way shenanigans, cannot get that first seed out of the 3 seeds. Likely head into that 8-9 matchup, which will see them pitted against whoever comes out of that 3-seed battle with them. A massive best of 5 for them. Whoever wins that gets the honor and the pleasure of going against the #1 overall seed. That's why this battle in the 3 seeds matters so much today. If you win, you're in a much happier position than if you lose. Well, I say much happier. You're still playing against the 2 seed overall if you can get past the 10 seed, but either way, no one wants to be facing against the overall tournament favorites, some of whom we might be watching right now. We are, of course, looking at our overall 1 seeds. This game still very much in the balance, 23 minutes in, and either side definitely having a claim to say they should be able to win this game. YouTube just about to tick over to that 10th and final stack on the Rod of Ages, going to get a whole level extra on the Kassadin. Should be any second now. Going to turn from a pretty strong mid laner into 15. A very strong mid laner. That is terrifying. He has so much mana as well.
Oh, here we go. Dragon coming up in 20 seconds. OMG is here on time. YouTube does have the teleport. Is looking to see what he can do here. Chill will have his shield broken. Damage reduction will not be there, but don't think there's a real way for them to enter this fight.
So many choke points around here.
The side of surely not.
Very easy to get caught up in a scat of the week if you're not careful. Instead, they're just going to claim mid-prio, hope that it's enough to deter.
Oh, Daisy. Daisy's already out of this fight, so you do lose a player right there. Sourcewalker is going in. Nice little stun onto Terry. Here's the Overborn, seeing what they can do. Terry will stun him up and stop it right there, but it may cost Terry his life if he's able to keep it away. This is still a 4v5. Right now, Terry taking big damage. YouTube is on the recall. Can look for a mid lane flank.
Wow. Holding on for that long is absolutely huge. He managed to get the split push. Got himself the top tier 2 turret. I want to see what item he may have got himself. I think they will hand over the Drake, but the amount of map presence they've got, is huge. They've got themselves a Seekers. Okay. Not a
Here we go,
massive
Source
change.
Walker on Dragon alone right now as we continue forward. No Orn Horn to call. No Crescent Guard yet either. YouTube on the flank
No
here.
Daisy.
Still have Renata ultimate though available. Syndra ultimate's there. YouTube looking
charging
for the
up.
flank angle. They look to be going on Source. Shield Will goes in. Going in as well. There's the big Renata ultimate. Trying to disrupt as much as possible. YouTube goes golden. Seeing disrupt. Chill will survive. The unleashed power technology will not be able to hit the empowered Q. While Terry, no one has fallen so far, but that's our first, and that may be the second, as two will fall. Back to back. Technology finds the sniper in the back, and Renata falls. Quality, the only survivor of the massacre in the river, and surely not will claim the second Ocean Dragon.
That fight went down to the slimmest of margins. Just look at the health pools out of that fight still. After claiming an Ocean Drake, you've been chilling for the past 30 seconds. Everyone's still incredibly low. But YouTube spiking. We pointed out when it was going to happen, and it happened. Using the Zhonya to perfection, he found an Aphelios alone in the backline. Voices had to cleanse, had to run the hell away from the big scary Kassadin. And unfortunately, because of it, he wasn't able to free hit anywhere near as much as he wanted. Didn't use Flash in that fight, which I'm a bit surprised at. May have been able to get a little bit better positioning, get something going for his team. But it really feels like the tide has now changed, and this Kassadin is all sorts of online. Next back, he has himself that full Zhonya, so he can go golden once again. But going golden just the once was so key in that fight.
A big fight angle there as well. Really just well played to surely not getting all those cooldowns out earlier first. Just seeing what they can do. Of course, it didn't matter too much as the cooldowns came back for the second half of the fight. But
there was no Ornhorn.
No Ornhorn was really detrimental to the side there. Saw how close and low those health bars were. Imagine an Ornhorn going through there as well. That would have been game-changing right then and there. That would have won them the fight most likely. Instead, just unlucky timing from them, and they will lose it.
Yeah, it is a massive swing factor in this game. You think of how different it could be looking. Especially if Goobers have managed to make the 5v4 work, right? While YouTube was split pushing, getting himself enough gold to get the golden in the first place. There was a timing window that Goobers thought they'd found. They thought they had found the precise time they needed to get that fight started 4v5 and get some kills on the board, guarantee themselves that Drake, but it just wasn't there in the end. And unfortunately, committing their massive engage tool is another issue. You only have one engage tool, right? Hostile Taker is amazing at disengage, and it's really made that fight so close in the end. But the only way you get to choose when you go in is when Jaws decides that he wants to press R. And Wild Terry had an amazing cancel of that R2. But without that Ornhorn for the second part of the fight, there was nothing to be done. And it just swung it massively.
Completed. Zhonya's is there. Syndra was up so much and now caught up as YouTube. Just because he was able to get that last fight, a lot of what he needed as well.
The split push has been huge for him.
Yeah, now gold is in Syndicate's favor. First time all game. We've been saying that. But another thing as well is that there is no Aphelios IE if they do decide to take this fight, which I think they should. Take it before he gets it, get as much as you can, make it as hard as possible for him. And they will drop the ultimate.
Cleansed.
It'll be cleansed from Aphelios. Good cleanse there, good reaction. But that's a key summoner spell not available.
Hello. A Wild Terry has appeared.
See what he can do. I think Orn. Yeah, you did. Orn, of course, this Urus does not have a lot of lifesteal, so all the damage you do to this Urus is not self-sustainable for him, not on hit this game, so his only lifesteal is that D-Blade.
But his poke is massive though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Think about who's winning this poke battle right now. It feels like it's Syndra against Varus. Who can hit more abilities from disgusting range? Neither side wanting to commit when they can't quite guarantee it. Voice is now going to clear up the walls just to try and get himself all that gold that he can.
Yeah, but the longer this
inching
game
ever
goes
closer.
on, the better it is for Omega Goobers because they'll have Orn items complete already.
Yeah.
Syndra having that Shadow Flame,
Yuntao's also
upgraded.
upgraded.
Yuntal upgraded. And now Thunder Sky is going to get upgraded next as well.
Yeah.
And now it's just a macro assignment, right? That Otacon up. Of course, Otacon. This version of it, I believe, is the best version of all of them.
Yeah, it's the best of both worlds. No more annoying GAs to worry about. Plenty of happy flowers that you don't have to pick up. They just get picked up for you.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy. A little bit of XP boost as well. A little bit of individual buff to each of the flowers, which especially
Yeah.
when you have as many as there are.
Oh, Sourcewalkers
game
are
like this.
attacking. 20 seconds till Dragon, though. So that means that will be Dragon Prio for surely not. Everyone is on a
Massively.
full reset.
They did get the IE
Or-
though for voices.
Yeah, it's a very
That's a key
massive
thing.
buy.
And tons of control wards brought up as well. 5 control wards on the blue side of the map, 0 on the red side. So Vision gonna be contested over the priority you point out, sure. Definitely
Yeah,
in
but
the favor
they're
of
just
Short
gonna
Not
run to
Syndicate, but
they're gonna run to
they're gonna
Baron.
Baron instead.
Yeah. They will be sought after, though. They will find it. They now know they're on it. There is the Vision, though. They will catch it. It's 11k, 10k right
And
now.
not the
Baron
use
is
of the,
moving fast.
The Scuttlecrap there, that's
Surely
gone.
not is not even doing the
It is the
Dragon.
Dragon!
And here's
Hello,
Terry
Sion.
going in. Voices
my God,
will not
Voices.
get knocked up. Has to burn the flash. See what he can do right now. He does
Chip.
have red light gun. It's the perfect one. YouTube goes
YouTube stop.
Zonias to see what he can do.
Oh.
And the answer's nothing. An ultimate hitting another one. Big Granada flash will force the various sums, but it does not matter for him. And Omega Goobers, thinking that they're trading the soul point for Baron,
They just traded Baron for 3 kills! What? Take the Dragon at least, guys! You found yourself completely out of position. You cannot contest. It has gone down in the blink of an eye. The Aphelios, the Syndra combining to do insane damage to the big purple worm on the top side. And then now you lose the Drake. You lose Atakan because you were indecisive. You tried to make the play happen. And unfortunately, because you don't win the fight afterwards, everything else falls apart. We pointed out the gold lead before. It was 2k in Shield Not Syndicate's favour. Now look at it. As the petals fall in. Only 1,500, but they still had the Baron to play around for another minute and 30 or so. A massive swing, this time in Omega Goober's favour. Both sides having opportunities falling to them, but it really will come down to who capitalizes better. And right now, this is a huge capitalization window for the Goobers. They now need to actually get on top of it with their Ocean Soul Point, with their Baron, which they still have. Get these outer turrets down. Bot side hasn't even been touched yet. Got to get that going. As the Hare just going to clean up his jungle, so at least there's nothing there.
To mention as well as we do talk always on BOL Diamond as Harry will walk into a
Sion.
face check, but he's fine. He's Sion. We will be talking about it. Glacial Knights will take down Akuma Halberds. So very big upset.
Is
in the
anyone going
eyes
to check
of
this
everyone.
Cassidin? Okay, they're sending the Syndra. Might be a bit late though. Corrality player has pressed B, has managed to get back into the fountain. They're going to leave it the 4v4 and the 1v1. Can YouTube finish off the tower? No, he's going to be absolutely destroyed in the early phase. He's going to have to run away. Half HP on him. Both mid laners have TP to get back over here to the 5-5 if they want to, but it looks like Omega is going to give up the ghost on that one. Start looking to push through mid instead, since they got that tier 1 tower. Still 20 seconds on the Baron. If they do so, want to use it a little bit more. About a wave or so as Chill has been caught out a little bit too far. But a nice handshake again from Panda. He keeps on hitting.
Can they get... Oh, they do get Varus' thing. They want to go instantly on him, and there's no
That's a very dead
escape.
Varus.
And that may just be game.
It could be.
No bot lane for surely not. The final
How do
Ornn
you
upgrade
engage?
is in.
How do you
Here
engage
is
right now? You only
Daisy.
engage is Sion.
Daisy trying her hardest to see what she can do here. Big handshake there. Will
He just
knock
hits.
the Ivern away.
He just hits
Ornn
every single one. It's crazy.
Charges in. Terry trying his best to tank as much as he can, trying to clear this wave. YouTube is there.
All the
They're
way.
getting a little bit low. Terry is
Oh, he's
going to be
got
the first
red and
one to
white is
fall.
huge.
And Sourcewalker's here, but Chill Will is
The
back
respawn?
alive. Sourcewalker
They have
hasn't been able to claim anything so far. They only focus the towers.
What a
And now
stun.
here they go. Big stun. Chill Wills goes in. 6-4. But that's
Take
the
him, huge.
ultimate. But YouTube shuts him down. And now here is Varus doing to see what he can. Can YouTube find another kill? No, he will not. But 1K to the Kassadin.
hold.
And the base holds.
Unfortunately for YouTube, that he burned the flash in his attempt to get onto quality. It was just out of reach. He got sent packing from that one. So the Giga Gold infused Kassadin doesn't have that to play around. But he does still have the extra 1,000 gold, which you point out. He's got himself a full hat in his inventory. This next fight, it could just change the whole tide of the game. Now, I wonder, are we going to see the whole Soul for Baron dance happening for real this time? Where one team actually takes the Drake, while the other takes the Baron? Or are we going to see a fight over one side or the other? Have to find out in a minute or so. Both of these objectives, key objectives spawning in a minute. Wow.
Ranked. YouTube back up. Could get that big shutdown. Does have death cap. Crypt Bloom completed for this Centra. And it's 4 control roads to 1. This is going to be a big fight here. Baron up as well soon after. Soul Point, and they will get a big pick onto
Big handshake
Sion.
again!
Just try to do his hardest to live there. Will live for a little bit longer. Chill Will going in, trying his best to save his top
Another
laner.
handshake.
But the answer is that they both will
Win?
fall. Horsewalker going in. Can he get it? Yes, he can. YouTube goes back in, trying his best to save him, but it will not matter at the end of the day. The Syndra is just 2 ahead. And now it's a run mid lane. Oh, Chronology will be able to find a big pick there. Syndra will fall.
He flashed away and bail out. Oh no!
And now that may have just spurred them away from trying to end the game.
They get
But
soul.
it is Ocean Soul. Unless Zohair can pull a miracle.
He's the only jungler on the map right now. There's definitely avenues. Omega has had to keep him way the hell out of the pit.
He's running.
And they don't necessarily have the tools to do this right now.
9K, 6K.
They have the burst.
Zohair
He's not getting there.
will not try
He's
it.
such a squishy tree as well. Even if he tries it, it basically has to be all the kills coming through instead. Because the hair is very squishy on all the sport items. But while Terry definitely is not squishy, he's just going to
here we go. He wants a kill here onto Joss.
Oh, what a dash. What a dash.
Ultimate will miss. Very unfortunate. Baron is up. Quality
Baron's
player
up.
does have teleport. The question is do you do this?
Feels like maybe they have to. They lost themselves an Ocean Soul. There is an Elder Drake, rather, spawning in 5 minutes. If the game does reach that point. But for now, Baron is the only objective. You have to prior around it. They choose to wait and see. I guess they kind of have to because you have this lethality virus. He doesn't do the same amount of damage. And now Wild Terry's caught out once again.
Okay, he's
Yes,
able
Flash.
to survive this time. Chill Will. Trying his best here. Big damage right there going in for Daisy.
Every time.
Huge Renault ultimate right there. We'll just end the game completely.
Smithing.
Oh my goodness, a triple kill for the Aphelios. YouTube does use his ultimate. Unfortunately, wastes too much of his mana. But a big ultimate there from Panda. We'll
This
just
takeover
secure
has
this
been
game.
incredibly hostile. Panda, at every opportunity, every single handshake he hits has been perfect. Every single ultimate has been getting value. This one, the most of all. I think he got about 4 within the realm of the ultimate. Everyone starts attacking each other. And it gets his side the team fight win. Omega pick up the first one in this seeding matchup. And that is a huge, huge change now. Let's see if they can bring that forward to their second game. They will have a short little break, as will we. We digest what happened there, and we'll see if, in fact, it will be Syndicate coming back to face up against XG Jackals in the next seeding matchup. But that was a humongous game from the Goobers, and especially Panda. What a performance from him.
Yeah, I mean, those Renatos just MVP of that game as well, making sure that the Philios, even though despite, falling behind early, just allowing him to get back into the game, not making costly mistakes. And the macro from Surely Not Syndicate in the second half was just getting questionable. Just constantly just trying to find a way back in, giving up that Baron, not even getting the sole point for them as well. It was just a bit questionable from the first seed.
Yeah.
Of Shadow Isles.
Yeah, and we came into this one thinking maybe Goobers might have a more difficult time than they ended up facing. Should Not Syndicate. May I remind you guys, 14-1 overall game record. They dropped exactly one map out of 15 in the regular season, but they dropped their second in the seeding phase, and now they have to go up against another team that has lost to in XG Jackals. We'll be back for that game in just a bit, but that is some way to kick off this seeding implications. Welcome back, everyone, to the broadcast. We are keeping one team. We're changing out another one seed, making it out this time from the other group that we have in our Diamond Division. Making it out of Ixtal is XG Jackals. They will face up against the loser of the previous game, surely not Syndicate, in what is sure to be another massive matchup. Can surely not Syndicate pull it back around? Can they turn the tide? Or will the Jackals be able to put on a little bit more dominance and maybe send the Syndicates down to the third seed? We'll just have to wait and find out. But looks like Jackals want nothing to do with anything Ivan related, which is a bit interesting
Oh.
coming from that previous game that we just saw. Jackals obviously playing while we were watching, so might not have had the same intel that we got to see, but gonna let through the Gwen of all things, and that is very dangerous.
Yeah, Gwen it goes through, and Pantheon the instant response,
Ooh.
Nico the instant response as well. So it's kind of a bait pick. I think they wanted it, but actually naming themselves XG3L,
Yeah.
surely not 1-2. That's kind of messed up, no lie. But we move on with it.
Do indeed. Let's see what else is to come from this draft. Into Pantheon Nico. Lots of things to consider, and this is something that's risen a little bit more recently. The Senna, it will be locked in. This is now very flexible between the bot lane and the support role. Seeing a lot more usage, though, in the bot lane now that you get some more souls while killing those minions. A Wukong there to help in the jungle, can lock that Gwen into the top side, removing that flex possibility, but still very strong top side for surely not. I'm liking this draft a lot more than what we just saw. But now comes their mortal enemy. The Jackals hovering the Aphelios, either to taunt or just to rub it in the face. So we can do this as well. No, gonna go Kaiser in the end. Maybe just some mind games. Saying, yeah, we saw what happened. We saw what happened when you were up against that Aphelios and what he did to you. Gonna go Kaiser instead. And XG starting to draft a very dive heavy comp. Let's see if surely not can get themselves away from all of these incessant divers.
I do think we're interesting for the skirmish comp that we have here, right? The river skirmishes will be really interesting to see where we end up, right? Because I feel like every one of our top seeds, they take a random river skirmish, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, it's just part of it, you know. You got a hands
Yeah,
check
just
at some
part of it.
point. Wow, Udyr ban. That is not what I expected to see. Udyr, really?
Hey,
I'm
man.
kind of thrown off by that one. Is that a Gwen thing?
I'm not sure. I'm not
It's
a
like,
nowhere, some would say.
and then Lilia as well. Maybe this was a jungle thing. Is the Pantheon not going in the jungle for XG? I mean, like, adapt. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I feel like Pantheon jungle here is what makes sense. Nico down to the support with the Kai'Sa, very aggressive bot lane into whatever Senna has to throw at them. We'll see how it rounds out. No matter what, XG showing they want to go forward, they want to go dive onto the back line, and that's a good way to continue that motif. A very strong tank top laner picked up in the Ornn. Gonna struggle early into the Gwen, but if he can survive that early phase, make it through, we'll see something very similar to what we saw in that first game, as we're actually going to see a normal support taken with a Senna. That's not allowed. You can't do that. You have to do
Oh,
some weird stuff.
no, it will be Leona.
But you have a Senna, you got to do weird stuff. Okay. They have indeed taken that Leona, and it will be surely not. Don't taunt me. Don't tell me that you can play Azir, YouTube. If you could play Azir, you could have played it last game. Oh,
Yeah, he locks it in. Sound a little upset.
I'm not talking.
What?
I've been broken. That's actually that's hurt me on a visceral level. Oh, are you telling me he could have done Azir the previous game? He could have had a fine matchup into a Syndra. He could have been scaling to infinity.
Mordekaiser.
This changes a lot. I will snap out of it. This is Mordekaiser into the Gwen's top
It's
lane.
Ornn mid. It's Ornn mid.
Or is it Ornn
It's-
jungle Pantheon mid?
It's Ornn mid. It's Ornn mid.
Okay. I was wondering if we're going to get some weird Showmaker shenanigans, sending the Pantheon into the mid
No.
lane.
This is a grim pick. It's Ornn mid.
Okay. Well, that will be very fun to see. I'm going to recover from seeing that Azir at some point. I might have an outburst during the game. I'll try and contain myself. Hopefully, you all contain your excitement.
Please. Tottenham won. It's okay.
Hopefully, you all can also contain your excitement as we build up to the second game of today. Second of 3. This time it will be surely not Syndicate facing off against XG Jackal. We'll be back with the game in just a bit.
Beat the drum to what we love. Risk the fall, we have felt it all come crashing down from far above. Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding. Only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies. The champions of a world that we defy. A soul ray of the few who rise up high. And we all fight at the last Hearing voices from afar. Join the madness when the curtain falls. Risk it all, hold nothing back. Seize the day, we must attack. Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding. Only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies. The champions of a world that we defy. A soul ray of the few who rise up high. And we all fight at the Can we bring to fall the giants? 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 We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies. The champions of a world that we defy. A soul ray of the few who rise up high. And we all fight at the
Welcome back, everybody, to Game 2 of the seeding week of BOL Diamond. We have Shirley Not on the blue side against XG Jackals on the red side. First time we're seeing them tonight. Of course, we will be following them once again tonight as well in our final matchup. But it's nice to have them on the Rift.
Absolutely. It's also nice to have Shooting Syndicate back again, battling for honor. At this point, they definitely have ways to get back to the 2 seed, but I think the 1 seed might now be beyond them, having lost out in that all-important first game that we just got to witness. Let's see if they can turn it around. Let's see if they can get back into this, get themselves that 2 seed. Prepare for battle is exactly what they will. And they've chosen a comp that really suits that, right? They are all sorts of ready to skirmish. Across the board, champions that want to fight and not much else early on. With also some very good scaling, right? The second Azir hits level 6, he's able to fight, but he's happy to go very, very deep in these games. The same for Senna. Maybe less so wanting to fight early on, but getting those stacks early enables you to go super late into this. I really do like how the Syndicates have shaped up this draft. It's a lot more than they did in game 1, at least. That I'm still on that. It's still hurting me. But it looks like they've learned from it.
It can't hurt you anymore.
Oh no, it can.
Okay, I guess it's okay. I bet. Looking at this game, though, I think a lot of interesting components still need to happen. Is there anything you see this game that just has you instantly saying, like, wow, that's going to be interesting as we go forward?
I'd be remiss if I didn't say Ornn mid with Spellbook. I feel like I'm watching a Polypuff video of him on crack or something. Not used to the whole Ornn mid angle. Very not used to the Spellbook Ornn mid angle. So I cannot wait to see what Overcome does. As top lane, Mazoof gets his passive up, but he's a little bit scared of the scissors that come in. While Terry only gets the wave on that one. Now Mazoof is up massively in terms of health.
Very unlucky.
Does have Biscuit though.
Very unlucky.
Good dash. I mean, this top lane on a knife's edge already. Going to be so dependent on these individual players' skills, the individual timings they take to trade, and massive ones like that getting back in their favor for a while. Terry, as he hits the maximum passive on the Q, he gets another one as well, dashing away from the Mordekaiser. Mazoof now maybe caught the back foot. It is so evenly matched. We look back down to mid lane. Overcome.
Oh, nice.
But nice trade. The extended trade goes massively in YouTube's favor.
Oh, Mordekaiser does not win this.
Fight it. He has all four stacks.
Yeah, that's going to be it. That's
No!
Very bad timing
Terry
from Mazoof.
I mean,
he just didn't need to do that.
Yeah, that was very greedy from Mazoof. Didn't respect the kill threat that Gwen possesses, and now, unfortunately, you're up against a Gwen who doesn't need the early gold to still be an absolute monster late game. But now she has early gold, and she'll become an even bigger monster a little bit faster. And something I think we really have to drill in this game is how much insane scaling Surely Not Syndicates possess. After that previous game went to 6 Drakes, went 40 minutes, they've decided that it's playoff time. Things get a little bit tenser, things get a little bit closer. What if we just draft for 40 minutes time, and then when the game gets there, we literally cannot lose?
Yeah. I mean, it's up to them to see how they can perform as well.
And part of that is you do have to hold on for those 40 minutes until you hit that instant win con, but YouTube dashing forwards, Overcome out of mana and getting stabbed to death by these soldiers. Both sides extremely low in mid, but no junglers available just yet. Mizzou maxing out his W. Everything on it.
Oh,
Nice.
flash!
Oh, the flash! Adapt! Out of the bush, the hidden Pantheon! Wow!
Good job there. Very good job there. Able to get
Who wins
enough.
this one?
It's
Healing
probably
off the W.
Missouf.
Ooh!
No, never mind,
chose
Terry.
to heal
Oh,
the
and
W.
he's 6.
He chose to heal off the W instead of keeping the shield and fighting with the shield.
Oh, unlucky. It's okay.
That is lane over. No TP. Down a wave of CS. Level 5 against level 6. The bright spot is that while Terry did use the needlework there,
Yeah. But, kind of tough.
yeah. You don't want to throw around the over tag too early, but if ever a lane felt completely unwinnable at 6 minutes, there's one like this. You're into something that scales beyond you and is already up an insane amount of gold, while Terry finds himself a free back timer as well because he got the wave pushed under. Mizzou now has to catch early, try and get the shove, but he's not going to get it for a while. Terry goes push it in. He's got about 1,000 gold in terms of just items that he possesses in his inventory. And it is such an uphill battle. And the bot side of the map also going against him, actually. I got the teams mixed up for a second there. Adapt will pick up the Drake after claiming his kill on the Azir mid lane. So something going back in the other direction. Actually, Jackals at least able to play part of the map, but the top lane feels near impossible right now.
Yeah, just look at the items. Blasting wall.
Yeah, they just swapped away. They've actually gone for a swap.
Yeah, they're going to go for the swap. Okay.
Wow.
Well, this means that Senna should have an easier time here. Gwen, not
I
exactly
think they're going to go
perfect.
cancel swap. Yeah, they are.
Good response then.
Yeah,
Able
gonna
to
handshake this.
make sure that Gwen can
This is
constantly
big
get
for
all sorts
Mizzou.
of pressure.
He's able to farm, right? If you don't swap like this, then Mizzou is stuck, dying repeatedly to the Gwen. Now, you send your bot lane up to the top side, improve, gets the push up there. It gets them prio for these grubs, so something definitely extra Jackals there. But it also allows Mizzou a little bit of freedom. He's able to
but
push that wave under
he's
turret, gets a couple
backing.
waves.
You two backed. So this scrub fight will be without his ear initially.
Yeah.
Ornn's still in the mid lane, still able to get a lot done. Adapt will be getting it right there.
Surprised they haven't just gone for this instantly. I feel like you potentially could. They're going to
Yep,
turn their
here they
attention
go.
now.
Starting
Neither top
it.
lane has their TP. Mizzou has a slight TP advantage. If this fight drags on, the Mord could just turn up. The Gwen might not be able to get here in time.
YouTube is just pushing mid. Azir will just keep constantly pushing mid. They will give up all 3 garbs. Now, just now noticing, trying to see what he can get, but it's already too late.
They have no overwalls to escape. Nice movement there for Improve. Getting around the center route, but they're going to get out for free. And it's just a heist. They lose a couple of minions mid. But Overcome will have that wave clear. CS very even across the board, apart from in that top lane matchup. As that's a Nash tooth.
Yeah, Nash's too.
That's
So
early.
It's a little early.
That's what's wrong with it. It's 9 minutes into the game, and the opposite Mordekaiser has not that.
Yeah. It's fine.
He's going Rylai's first as well.
The normal standard build. Another swap back, as now grubs have gone. So we get an insta swap back again.
I do like that they're finding these swap timers for the Jackals. I think without this, Mizzou would be in a much worse place. You notice he's actually caught up in CS. Right? He's able to get these windows where he's able to grab the wave, push it, and then run the hell away from the scary Gwen that you accidentally fed.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
You just need to keep finding those windows to keep swapping. As long as bot lane's happy to do the same, could go very well as the stun
nice.
for Pantheon
Able to get
connects
away
with the
there.
phone.
It's
Hello,
up
Ornn.
here.
Nice flash.
Oh, does hit it. Does the room keep
The
going?
W. Kaiser W
Tommy?
connected flash.
That's
Oh, nice
it.
stun. Wow. It took an army, but they got it. They got it done.
Yeah, it took a lot from it as well. And there's going to be the death realm problem. Masuf is
Flash.
flashing in his own death realm. Just trying to run. Terry
Gets away from the
not
needle.
able to hit it,
Ooh.
but he's able to claim it. Senna
What a cleanse.
will fall as well. And if just a second and a half earlier, that would have been just feats completed. But it won't be. Now it's starting to get dicey for the rest of Surely Not Syndicate across the entire part of the map, but your Gwen is your
Is it
most fed
3D?
member.
Yeah, he hasn't backed yet after getting that solo kill topside. He is insanely fed, but that's an Ornn. And Ornn wants revenge for his teammate. He burnt the flash to try and catch him out, but he didn't quite reach. And unfortunately, that is a flash for nothing. Of course, he has Spellbook, so he will be able to replace it with something else if he so chooses, but a little bit unfortunate there from Overcome not getting the value he wanted. Also interesting to see, this is a Gwen that is 3-0-0 without a bounty.
Yep. Don't you love the bounty system?
I'm going to go with a no. Feel like he should have a bounty.
I think it's a fun, fair, and
I
balanced
feel like the
system.
Kaiser should have a bounty as well.
No. You see, everyone else is ahead, so the Gwen doesn't need a bounty, because that would be punishing the Gwen. That's
Yeah.
what I would say.
Yeah.
You want to punish
Have
the
you
Gwen?
considered not dying?
I don't know. Just live.
That... Yeah, just live. I mean, like,
Oh,
oh,
nice
wow.
ultimate there.
Difficult to live through that kind of a solar flare. The push as well.
Big.
The shuffle from YouTube gets a double of his own. Somehow the Senna survives as well. Pentology able to hang on. A massive
nice play
double
there.
solar flare.
Very well played there from Chilwell, able to find the perfect angle for that. As now it will be another
Uh-oh.
fight again.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be the needlework
One
dropped.
more.
Can
One more.
Ornn live? That's going to be
Ooh.
big damage dropped. The autos.
There you
Yes, sir. It's a solo kill again. Terry is 5-0 on the Gwen at 12 minutes. Masuf trying his hardest to get some gold back for himself. But
That's a
there's the
non-stop
Pantheon ultimate. Oh,
He's dead.
and
He's gone.
YouTube's dead. Yeah.
He is gone. A kill given over to improvise. A third on the board for him. So it feels like right now we're stuck between a fed Kaiser and a slightly fedder Gwen. Which do we favor overall? Looking at the two teams here, do we favor Wild
slightly
Terry's?
fed? Slightly fed. Is that what you said?
Well, for the
Slightly
Kaiser
fed.
compared to
Slightly
the Gwen,
Slightly fed.
who's just got a sixth one for free in the top side.
Come on now. This Gwen is
He's fed. Don't get me
Thanos.
wrong, but like
This
compared to
Gwen is
Wild Terry.
Thanos.
Yeah, Terry is not the one that's slightly fed. He is an insanely fed Gwen.
Yeah, he's doing a lot here for them. He is genuinely like being able to carry a lot of this as well. And as Diamond Match History got updated again. Choco Mint have lost again.
Wow.
So
Over 2 on the
Choco
day.
Mint will be the 9th seed.
Massive
And
change up there.
GG Zenith will be the 10th seed.
Nice.
Wow, big win.
Big win.
Oh, well, they still have to
indeed.
go against the other 4th seed. I forgot. Choco Mint is 3rd seed.
Yeah. But still, Chocolate going 0-2 so far is not what we expected coming into today. As Overcome is chilling in the bot lane. He may be scared for a second. I thought we were hitting a spectator bug. But no, he's just there. He's just existing. He's doing his thing. Someone who's not doing his thing is unfortunately Mazoof. He is being bullied right now by the very scary Terry, who dashes forward and deletes a quarter of his health with the passive stacked up on the Gwen Q. Looking to do the same again. Has another needlework as well.
Yep. Right, looks
That,
like
by
this
the
would
way,
be-
is the Terror of Noxus that is literally buried under the Immortal Bastion because he's that powerful.
He's losing
In
to
case you weren't aware.
a doll from the Shadow House.
Yeah.
Girl power. You know what I mean?
That is a like that is a very interesting lore update. I was not aware of this new lore drop. Netcrate did not inform me of what was happening. As well, Terry will take the first tower. YouTube though, not going to get caught out
because of that. Mordekaiser was able to get that tower earlier than his team would have gotten the feats. Just needed to secure one more dragon. 1:50 on that. YouTube will just survive, improvise so far. Adapt also on vision as well. But this bot lane tower is gone, and Zohair will complete the Rift Herald off that.
Okay. One Drake apiece as we head into the middle portion of this game. Whose win con would you say right now you would prefer? The
Gwen.
Gwen? Yeah, fair enough. That's a completely valid answer.
It's going to be very hard for a short-range AD carry like Isa to get enough effective damage onto the Gwen without her W being down. Only way for that to happen is that TP is now coming in. As there's the Azir Tower, there is the Ornhorn, and he dodges it! Wait, and now Overcome is taking damage from the tower. We'll constantly keep going back in. But YouTube survives, just barely dodging the Ornhorn.
I think we got baited by the animation of the Azir Tower coming in. As unfortunately, YouTube, you're not allowed to back there. Adapt finds you in these positions. Claims the Azir under his own turret, under his own sun disk. I think we got baited because the swirling of the Disporting looked like a teleport, but Terry was just vibing in the top lane.
Yeah, I thought that was a teleport. I was like, oh man, he's going for this. This is crazy. And then it's just nothing.
Yeah, unfortunate in the end, but still, another kill going over to the Pantheon. Not necessarily where you'd want the gold, but against the Ornn, you probably want it on the Pantheon still. Very solid chance to be taking that as Mazoof. That bush is warded. Nice knockback coming through from the Mordekaiser E. But unfortunately missing on the bonk as Drake is spawning. The 4v4 looks very solid for the Jackals. It is just a question of how long Mazoof could hold up in the 1v1. And I wouldn't be shocked if it's not very long at all. While Terry, very aware of that, is going to take a hammer to the face for that shot on the turret.
No,
as Drake will start to fall.
Zohair, does he want to find this? We'll jump over right here, 2K. Zohair will
that way, that's
win
HP.
Fight, but that's going to be the engage going in with the ultimate. Overcome on the other side of the fight. Here is Terry. Here is the Eagle ultimate, but the Azir will stop them all, and improvises the first one to fall. Chill will improve in the backline. Adapt will fall. Soothe, realm, and improve that as well. Flash forward, big shutdown for Mordekaiser. See what else he can do, but it doesn't matter. It's a wipe, and surely not Syndicate in the random river fight. Like I told you, Ro, we'll take it this time.
They do indeed. The random river fight over the third Drake of the game. That is not even a soul point. It was, all things considered, a rather inconsequential Drake. But should not Syndicate pick up a massive teamfight victory? They claim themselves mid-tier 1 and mid-tier 2 off the back of it as well. Gaining a whole lot of map presence that they should be able to convert to the side lanes now. Humongous play going their way once again. And they start to open up quite the gold lead now. 3k is their advantage. As they should look to shift Wild Terry down to the bot lane. After clearing out this mid wave, of course, he does have to clear that since there is no Senna there. But
completed for Senna.
Yeah, massive spike now for Senna as well. Big to point that out. 2 items very early on. They're not the most expensive, but still. 01 and 7. I didn't think he'd have the gold on 160 CS, but he's managed to get it somehow. He's scraped up the pennies to get to his big 2 item spike.
Let me see how many stacks he's at. 57.
Okay, not bad.
Very, very good.
Not bad at all. Wouldn't mind it if it was higher, but you don't mind it being 57, especially when you are the one farming. Super close to the next breakpoint, of course. Every 20 is when you get the range increase, when you get the extra crit coming through. When you max out a crit, you get the extra lifesteal instead. So, big spike about to be hit.
We'll find him. We'll go ahead and Masuf will push him closer. This is going to be a bad fight for Terry right now. unless he is able to survive
He
in
does
this
have
death realm.
Riftmaker.
This is going to be improvised coming in as well. The
does have
Raze
Riftmaker.
ultimate is there. It will be dropped. And Terry will find it. Will he be able to survive? Improvise will drop the Pop Blossom. But it doesn't matter as the Depth Spear hits true. Teleport coming in right now. Chill Will. Watch, it's over. And Chill Will just eats all the tower damage. Will survive and the response teleport comes in for the Ornn. Okay. And Kaisa will just get free mid tower off of this entire play.
Yeah, the
Here's the
4v3 though,
Ornn.
they're going to get started both
Actually-
side.
That's gonna be Zohair going in right now onto Adept, forcing the
flash.
flash. And they will be able to survive this one as well.
You just
Kaisa
need to
getting
hold on.
tier
You
1.
don't need to win the fight. You just need to keep them here. Improvise is split pushing the map. He managed to get mid tier 1. He can't get mid tier 2 though, because the
Oh, are they
Syndicate's
gonna
left
go
the
for
map.
it? No, they
Doesn't look like
won't.
They will. They will think better of it this time around. Just take themselves a cheeky little recall. Wow. A lot of excitement popping out over some very nothing fights. It feels like both of these teams trying to make the most of when they're strong, but not necessarily getting the best of when that actually is. It's quite odd to see right now both sides scrambling to try and fight when they think they have the advantage, but neither side able to quite get there when they want it.
Yeah, now just item complete right there. That's Black Cleaver most likely for this Wukong. See what he can do.
There it is. 2 Black Cleavers on the same team. How do we feel about that? You can only apply it once.
No.
Okay, I won't.
I will not be rage baited.
That wasn't even right. That's a
I
legitimate
will not
question.
be rage baited.
That's a legitimate question.
You will not rage bait me.
Well, it was worth a try. Another Drake spawning in 30 seconds. Let's see if these teams have the same result or the same impetus that they did last time a dragon was coming to Summoner's Rift. Maybe they looked to fight
Terry-
before that over the mid prior.
He's already walking. Improvise, getting good damage there, but will get knocked up. That's the ultimate dropped as well. So Hair is in.
Oh,
That's
this
gonna
is
be
huge.
some decent damage coming in. And now this is
TP?
gonna be the TP. Terry is here. Did not need to burn it. Big solar flare from Chill Will, and Improvise falls before he can get the Plop Blossom out. And the rest of the fight, So Hair will fall. Canology doing his best here. Improve will not last. And YouTube still surviving somehow will now be the catalyst for the Ornn Flash. And it's another ace. This time they get 2 instead of 1. But that is Mountain Dragon this time going the way of Surely Not.
Well, if you're an XG Jackals apologist, then you will say they got twice as many as they did the previous time. Next time it's going to come down to like a 1v1. And then beyond that, you're just going to keep on winning. Unfortunately, the game state would tend to say otherwise. A second Drake apiece now picked up by the Syndicates. They turn their attention to the Thornbound Atakan as well. They're actually not going to go for it just yet. I jumped the gun a little bit there. They started it and they decided not to. But still plenty of time to do whatever they want. They do have a 4,000 gold lead. Let's see how they can start to spiral this game, because it is starting to spiral indeed. YouTube trying to hang on as long as he could. Couldn't quite make it to the end of that fight, but still putting out insane damage on this Azir. But nothing quite compares to how much damage Wild Terry is able to output on a 3-item Gwen at 24 minutes. This guy is a massive force to be reckoned with.
I think as well. Of course, going across the league, you know, I can't just stay in one stream forever. Quality player is streaming his POV, and Sourcewalker is currently 14-2 on the Master Yi.
Yeesh.
Guys, we give our
That's why I
Master
got banned
Yi
the previous
player.
game.
We give the Master Yi player Master Yi, and then he performs. I'm shocked, honestly.
Yep. Mizzou has Death Realm. He's going to look to pull YouTube into it. He does indeed. Let's have a look at the 1v1.
Can he survive this?
Make it to the tower.
Wow!
Scoops him under. The Grand Starfall, though, just as he escapes from the Death Realm. There's a Pantheon in his face, but that's the jungler on the top side. So it will at least be the Atakan traded out for
Oh, they
YouTube's
want
life.
this.
But
They
there's a
want
Baron.
Baron. Yeah, they're going to start this.
Hello
I mean,
there.
Improve is also here. They will get this. They're going to be
That's
running
gone.
up
There's
right
zero
now.
vision. That's just gone.
It's going to be 6K, 5K. They now know at 4K. Ornn will try and stop them and stagger, and they will get staggered. It's Baron for Otacon.
Wow.
And
Big
YouTube,
trade.
very, very close there to just getting that shuffle off, going under tower range. It would have forced Adept to flash.
Yeah.
You know, another cooldown that would have been important, but a
Yeah,
bit of an
milliseconds
unlucky
off on that
timing.
timing.
Yeah.
Just as he came out of the Death Realm, he scooped the Mordekaiser under, but he couldn't scoop both of them under. And let's have a quick look down at the scoreboard while we have the time. Going on the second needlessly large rod here. Obviously, Rabadon's is amazing on Azir because your scaling is insane. But, like, at what point do you need a stasis? Because I feel like you could really have done with a stasis for a play like that.
I think you need it a little bit. Whoa. You saw that? We're not going to talk about what happened to Chill Will there. That Kai'Sa W just went right through him.
It did go right through him, right? I didn't want to say anything, but it did go right through him.
No, it did. Overcome. Now in a lot of trouble here. May have to burn the Ornn ulti. Will get knocked up as well. Barrier is dropped. Unstoppable. Does not matter. Needlework will find that kill. And they will not get a response on the other side. So that's one Baron down. YouTube in another fight for his life in the Death Realm. Once again, this time! Does
Mizzou.
not hit the shuffle.
What a
And he
sidestep.
will fall.
I did not know you could sidestep an Emperor's Divide, but Masouf proves me wrong in the most insane of styles. Unfortunately, though,
On to
it's top
improve right
tier
here.
one.
Chill
Ooh.
will
That's a
actually be able to get it. Oh, Adapt is fighting Terry in the bot lane. But now I think Improve may just be falling. If Chill Will can hit it, the flash. Both sums use Cleanse and Flash. Terry now
TP from the
TPing,
Gwen.
not able to get the kill.
He's got himself a tier 2 turret.
Masouf?
He's committing to the tower. He's going to get the tower and die for it likely. 700 gold his way. Goes into the Death Realm. Guarantees that Terry will be the one to get that kill instead of anyone else. So, coming out of this
Now you have
now.
to see what is the response. You do lose your Mordekaiser here. Dragon
These
up in
side lanes
40.
are so difficult. Feels like both mid laners can just get picked off whenever they want to, but both top laners need about 5 people to stop them from pushing.
A bit unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's a 4-1 angle instead of a 1-3-1. At least for XG Jackals, the Ornn doesn't feel safe right now. Then again, he is only level 15. He wants to get a couple more levels under him. Get towards that level 16, the final upgrade of his ultimate, as well as the penultimate ornament for Mazouf. Wow, Zohere's just found an angle. He's going for it. Hops Cyclone number 1, gets stunned up by the Pantheon. Cyclone number 2 onto Adapt's massive.
That's a good one.
But the block doesn't even matter. And while Terry's needlework is huge!
Oh, nice improvise with a
Went
big
deep.
4-man pop blossom, but the fight's already over. As
Went
soon
too
as he
deep with
does it, Soup will put YouTube back into the Death Realm again for a third time. One time he won, one time he didn't kill. And Masouf, 2-time Death Realm champion against YouTube. But the rest of his team is gone.
Yeah, not sure I'd be claiming wealth in that one since it also cost us Flash. But it is a battle of the top laners right now. And while Terry, from the advantage he claimed early on, is just taking that advantage to the house right now. 11, 2, and 6 on the Gwen. It feels like he is an unstoppable force at 4 items. 10 stacks of Dark Seal. I think he may just about have the money in the bank if he wants to go for the full-on Magi. He does indeed. He could also restrain himself and look for a normal 5th item like Zonya's would be very nice. The stasis to guarantee a little bit of safety. But perhaps there isn't that same safety without your flash, but still. Hallowed Mist seems to be enough right now. As he's just a massive, insane threat wandering around. Level 18 when the next highest level in the whole game, the whole server is just level 16.
Well,
Terry is terrifying.
That's what he does, and Omega Goobers actually going to win their game against Akuma Halberds. Sorry, I'm
Look at that.
watching multiple streams at once. Apologies.
All good. I'm glad of that because it allowed you to move on from that appalling pun without even noticing it, which was great. Back down to the bot lane though, Mazoof. He's trying to push the under. He's getting a little bit shoved.
He knows, Terry knows that there's something maybe up. That's going to be Death Run popped, actually. And can Terry be able to win this one? That's going to be another engage. Big damage there. Terry does have the final needlework.
Look at the healing!
He healed so much!
Riftmaker is doing God's work from there. That is a man who just bought Magi's, by the way. If he died right then, that would have been soul crushing. 10 stacks of Dark Seals into a 10 stack Magi's could have fallen instantly if it wasn't for the needlework that healed him like 1,000 health through anti-heal. That is
Wow.
like, that is deplorable. What is happening?
That is the Gwen 1v4 potential right there.
Oh, hi, Baron.
Oh, hey, it's something that Surely Not has given up twice so far. In both
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, let's see if they do it again, though. They are up 3,000 gold this time, so you
Will
wouldn't
it be
expect them to
different?
give it away.
Will it be different?
Nice route.
Nice route onto Adapt. Is stunned up, locked up again. Chill Wills is there. That's going to be the Ornhorn
They
drop.
all the damage
She's
into
there.
the
Solar
Evo.
Flow onto the Kaisa. Who's got
Using backline.
her hardest to do what she can, but Terry
Who's a psycho?
and Senna is just fighting this Kaisa off. Leona will survive. No one
Improve the
has
proxy the
fallen
wave.
on Surely Not.
Improve has to proxy the next wave, otherwise the game might just end. He gets the super minion, but he then has to run for the hills.
Oh no, she's
As
gonna
Crentology is gonna catch him up in the mist.
my-
Gets it with the Q, doesn't even bother with the auto attack. Claims the soul
Terry
after the fact.
is gonna hit this tower and just completely melt
Goodbye.
it. Now Terry with the needlework. Will he be able to find it? Will he be able to live?
Healing.
Terry, ease it away.
He's got
The
it.
kid's there. That's the ace. And that is the Nexus Towers falling. XG Jackals not able to get this game. A masterclass in the top lane as the Nexus goes boom. Surely Not bounce back to claim a game.
Wow. What a recovery game that was. And honestly, they made it look pretty simple. XG Jackals
Oh my
kind of looked
god,
outclassed.
do not look at the
throughout that
damage
game.
charts.
Wild Terry, 54,000 damage in a 32-minute game. A monstrous performance from that guy. And it started early, getting a couple of kills onto Mazoof, and it just went so much better after that as, like, the healing that was going... Like, by the way, that Mordekaiser that he murdered at the end, without lifting a finger, had 4 items, 2 of which were tank items, one of which was Jack shows.
Yeah.
Like, that is a tanky Mordekaiser. And he
Yeah.
snipped through him like it was nothing. The voice
I mean, yeah,
staff
that's what
damage
happens
is
when you
huge.
just eat the true damage, you know.
Ugh.
I mean, just like looking at the golds as well, like it's close for everyone, right? Like it's close, off and off, and then you just look at top, and it's the battering ram that just flooded that gates that game.
You know what the
Terry,
craziest thing is, though? Mazoof has the most gold in his team.
yeah, because he got the Terry shutdown. He got the 1K.
He did. But, like, Improve had such a good early game, right? Remember, like, he was at 3-0-0 at one point in this game. Somehow letting it slip to 3-5-3. Wasn't able to get as much gold as he needed under his belt. And the game just started to slip away from him.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't even talk about the center in this game. It felt like a non-factor. Everything we had to talk about
Senna
was around
there.
Wild Terry.
Senna was there. The Chill Wills had great solar flares that game as well.
That's true. Bro, the
Solar
winning
flares were
supports
there.
today. The winning
YouTube-
supports have been insane.
Unfortunately, this game he was the sacrificial lamb. He was
Mhm.
he was the sacrificial lamb this game. YouTube was not able to do too much about it, right? You know, constantly just kind of getting like 3-man ulted. And the moment they tried to 3-man ult Terry, He survives with Rhythmaker and heals 1.5k. So happens to the best of us. But now
Absolutely.
we're in for a real treat because now XG Jackals next game against Omega. Oh, Source Walker just dropped 21-2 of his team's
Oof.
26 kills in
Wow.
that game. So yeah.
So we're banning Master Yi.
Yeah. And now this is real interesting because if we have a 1-1-1 tiebreaker, I think it goes to wins.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if that comes in or if it does. It will all depend on this third and final matchup for today. The Jackals will be taking on Omega Goobers after this short little break. We'll be back with that game in just a bit.